When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk.
So people, make we talk. We're listening, watching from around the world in the Eastern Caribbean. Welcome to a special edition of the Make We Talk program. It's been it's not a weekend. I for some reason I take yesterday for Sunday. But it has been a great Thursday. I enjoy myself. It was the American Thanksgiving, and I did enjoy myself. I didn't eat too much, but I did enjoy myself. Good morning to everyone who are coming on. Good morning, everybody listening, watching from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Beckford, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. Share this live feed. Hey, Winnie, how you doing? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, wherever you are. It's afternoon, rather. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. It is a beautiful Friday afternoon. I know that Jamaica has been having some weather, a lot of rains in Jamaica, a lot of things happening in our country. As what my good friend East Kingston Port Royal always say, that Jamaica still a keep. Jamaica not stop keep. Hey Jonesy, how you doing? Good afternoon to you. Share up this live feed. Share up this live feed, everyone. Share up this live feed. Good afternoon to our good friend Wilfred Radigan, the man who hailed from Waterhouse. Hey, Miss Daphne, how you doing? Need to give you a call in. I need to give you a call. Good afternoon to everyone who is coming on. Like up the live feed. Share the live feed. Keep the algorithm going. Let's get to 100 people coming on. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday morning or afternoon. And this morning, I got up and I prayed to my Maker, the man who allowed me to wake up this morning, the man who allowed me to have breath, to breathe air, and allow me to come on air here this morning to speak to you people. My fellow Jamaicans from all walks of life, my fellow Caribbean people. As you all know that come Monday afternoon, or Monday evening at 7 o'clock, we have the Make We Talk Current Affair program, hosted by yours truly, Jeffrey Tavares, Wilfred Radigan, and Head Boy. I'm trying to get Marie to come on with us too. Hopefully we can do so. This Monday, it's a surprise guest. I'm working on it. I don't want to give it out as yet. We're trying to get a Jamaican, a lady who has served this country as First Lady, And as a president of a political woman's movement, I won't call any name. We're trying to get her to come on. One of Jamaica's finest and eldest state lady of all time. This morning, we're going to speak about what is going on in the hotel industry. And we're going to speak about MOCA. I got news this morning that MOCA was raiding houses in Montego Bay and in Portmore. Good afternoon, Lady Reynolds, my auntie from Negril. Lady Joy Reynolds, good afternoon to you, ma'am. How you doing? You need to give me auntie, and you know, I need to give my cousin a call, and I haven't called him, you know. You talk to him about, you know, when people go into Negril, they can go to the bread and breakfast place that he has down there and stay. Anyway, good afternoon to all my family and friends who are watching us from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean. It's a beautiful afternoon. Yes, MOCA went and raid houses, Simon, you know, one here, one there. And it begs to ask the question, you know, how is that MOCA can raid house and lock up people? And 1 trillion Jamaican dollars is accountable for from the office of the Prime Minister. The Auditor General said that how much million dollars is missing. And you don't hear anybody get locked up for it. No investigation going on. No, every crime is to be condemned in this country. Every single crime, every single corruption to be condemned in this country. But it seems as if it's only the little Jamaican people who decide to go thief, get locked up. But the highway criminals in this country, the highway crooks in this country, who is governing this country, them not get no lock up because the laws are not for them. Anyway, waiting on a guest to come on this morning to speak to us some more of what he went through in the hotel industry. A Jamaican who was going through the pans of hell in the hotel industry in this country. And I get to understand that why the Jamaica Tourist Board cannot approach the people of the Vumvavon, the Vumvavi, the Bucky Masters of the hotels industry in this country, is because the Tourist Board itself is treating their own Jamaicans as if they are nothing. The Jamaica Tourist Board, the Jamaica Tourist Board is treating their own Jamaicans as if they're nothing. Based on what I am hearing, it's alleged, it is alleged, I say it again, it is alleged that a certain person who will govern this country send a message to the Jamaica Tourist Board to fire an individual, a lady who works there on a thing, so no secret now let out. Director of Tourism for the Jamaica Tourist Board. I don't alone for Nyam food. Director of Tourism, I don't alone for Nyam food. The lady don't have a job because of some people within the Jamaica Tourist Board and the Minister of Tourism, Edmund Bartlett. And why Minister Bartlett can't speak to the people, the Bucky Masters of the hotels, who continue to enslave the people of this country, is because I soon talk about MOCA. Now on yourself, MOCA is coming up next. I have to deal with this hotel thing first too. It's because the Jamaica Tourist Board is treating their own staff members as if they are nothing. And the people who own the hotel industry in this country, the people of effluence of society, the people of the Vumvavon, the Vumvavi, the Bucky Masters of the all-inclusive hotels, need a prime minister wholeness, nor Jamaica's world-class minister of tourism cannot speak to them about how they're treating the Jamaican people. And one of the reasons why, you all know why. A lot of he went on. A lot of hanky-panky went on. And the director of tourism, the director of Jamaica Tourist Board, who is there now, cannot speak to the people. I see where Heart Trust NTA sent out some release. Listen to me, I'm gonna say 1 million release, you know. Oh no, where some corruption. My whole I can finish with the tourist board thing first though. Because there's corruption going on in this country, you know. Uno see the Jamaica, what they call it? The NHT. Hey, you see NHT? We're paying our NHT for some people of the effluent society to rob the money. There's a housing project going on in our country, you know. It needs investigation. Because some hanky-panky going on with some Israelis. Jeffrey, shut your mouth. The Jamaica Tourist Board. The Jamaica Tourist Board. The Jamaica Tourist Board. You all can speak to the Spanish Bucky Masters who have hotels in this country because you know why we can't speak to them? Because the Spanish Bucky Masters know of how to treat their own Jamaicans within the tourist board office. The own Jamaicans only treat their own Jamaicans in the tourist board office. That's one of the reasons why you all cannot go to the people them and speak to them about how they're treating our own Jamaicans. Because you all do not treat our own Jamaicans with any respect either. But you know, we don't continue to treat us the way we continue treating us. The day is gonna come, waiting on the person to come on to speak to us some more of what he went through and what he wants us to do. The Jamaica Tourist Board. The Jamaica Tourist Board, the director of tourism. Who your husband is some chairman for somewhere. And he not qualify for it because of politics put him there. Edmund Bartlett can't speak to the Bucky Masters of the all-inclusive hotels. Because they have secret for them. We're living in a country. We're living in a very serious country. A country in which many of us believe that Jamaica is owned by the Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party. We own this piece of rock. No party no own the rock. And the level of corruption and nepotism and cover-up going on in this country, it stinks than a Riverton dump. It's stinking than a Riverton dump. And we, the people of this country, must stand up. Our hotel workers is facing the pans of hell. in the hotel industry. You don't realize you don't hear nothing from the director of tourism and from the Jamaica Tourist Board? Huh? Do you all realize that even the Minister of Tourism haven't addressed the situation? Do you all realize that Edmund Bartlett is silent? He hasn't addressed the situation with our hotel workers. What they do behind Jeffrey, what they do behind closed doors, must ask the question, how much do they sell out the Jamaican people for? You hear nobody address the situation. Just like you hear nobody address certain issues in this country. I'm waiting on a young man to come on this morning to speak to us of what he's going through. And there's a lady who is going through the pans of hell from the Jamaica Tourist Board. And the director of tourism, them believe that they're all this and all that. Then they realize that they're serving the people of this country. Government entities in this country are so corrupt. I keep on telling you people, you don't believe, say, a politician alone, they're robbing this country. You have some permanent secretaries, Jeffrey behave, some permanent secretaries. You have some permanent secretaries in this country that need to be investigated. I said to somebody this morning, you know, if the People's National Party should take up state power before anybody is appointed to any ministry, I would advise Mark Jefferson Golding to order forensic audit into every government entity in this country. Order a forensic audit into every single government entity in this country. You'll be surprised the amount of permanent secretaries Jeffrey behave. The amount of permanent secretaries in this country, their hands are not clean. Their hands are not clean. Whatever we want to believe it, yes or no, is the truth. Their hands are not clean. Coming up, hello, there's a school of a puppy, you know. Don Robin. I can call the name this morning. And I'm going all over the place, you know. But when I put the whole thing with the corruption and the nepotism and the cronyism, permanent secretaries and the Jamaica Tourist Board, there is a school of a popping. Don Robin Primary. Madam Principal, I warned you last week, you know. Madam Principal, I warned you last week. Mama me, mo, mommy mo, mo, mo. Madam Principal, I gave you a warning last week. You're treating the staff members as if they are nothing. You believe a one day leave go what about in a Sunday? How it go again? You can remind me about it. Good afternoon, everyone coming on. Like up the live feed, share up the live feed. We're waiting on a young man to come on this morning. Oh Lord. Hold on there for me. Hold on there for me. Hold on there for me. Good afternoon, welcome to the program.
Morning, Jeffrey.
Yes, sir, how are you doing?
Yeah, you got thanks and all the praise and deserve. Nobody else can. Well, just sound up the Cabra for one on there, man. Sound up the Cabra, man. Why you the Cabra, you know, man?
All right, make a sound at the Cabra now. Don't move it. Make a sound.
Yeah, man.
When you hold on the people, sound at the Cabra. Sound at the Cabra.
Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represent Yard and Broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affect the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk.
You hear this? You hear how Cabra endorsed the Make We Talk program? Reggae artist Cabra endorsed the Make We Talk program. Waiting on that young man to come on to talk to us some more about the tourist sector. There's a school up by Papine. Anybody know the Don Robin Primary up by Papine? Tell that principal, so don't make me call her anymore. Uno tell that principal, do not let me take up my phone and call her. Because she not gonna like it. I give them a warning, you know. That school up by Papine, Don Robin Primary School, that's her name. It's a private entity. The principal of the school there believe that she's Miss Bullduppy and Duppy Conqueror. And want to wrap people on her little finger. When if they get paid, she don't want to pay them. Christmas come. When people get paid way before Christmas, she pay them the day before Christmas Day. What Sankey sing so? When you go home, then yam face it where you want yam. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Make We Talk program. You're live.
Hi, Jeffrey. How are you?
East Kingston and Port Royal, Jamaica, they keep.
Please, all the while, Jamaica. Don't have in primary school, you say? Don't have in primary school at the Papine. Don't have in primary school at Don't have in Road.
No.
Don't have in Avenue.
And I don't have in primary. I have a school, Lord have mercy. I don't have in primary. Is that a school?
Exactly.
That's what you find.
You're good, though.
Me good man. One principal out there believes that she's Miss Bullduppy and Duppy Conqueror. No one problem on time.
Okay, you know what other one. Other one everywhere. They're not the police, they're not the PR now.
Them are idiot, you know.
What?
And I'm gonna prep and I'm gonna prep another one.
Alright, that one listen.
Before you go East Kingston, by the way, you hear what's going on in the hotel industry?
Yeah, but it's a one over there too. Everybody I take you up.
Mama, I get to understand that the director of tourism, they don't know if to talk to the staff members in the tourist board either, you know. And somebody from the Financial Society. Somebody from the Financial Society. Miss Williams, how are you doing? Somebody from the Financial Society. Who their Jamaica house called Jamaica Tourist Board. And because one lady did that would speak out the truth and fire.
But Jeffrey, anywhere you go and you stand up is truth, all right. You know you're going to get the fight. You know you're going to get the fight, Jeffrey. Anywhere you go in the world. Because even in America, right, caregiving. If you come across the border, Jesus Christ, God bless where you get to do the whole bag of work. Whole bag of work. Right? And if you stand up, you don't have no work. You know, see, but it's just, Jeffrey, me tell you, me tired. Me tired, Jeffrey. Me not lie.
One thing me not say,
Me tired.
The director of tourism, on realize that needed Jade, the director of tourism, the world-class minister of tourism, now make a world-class prime minister, the best prime minister can do some people. On realize they can't say anything about what is going on in the hotel industry. Because one of them for the hotels, The Bucky Masters that have secret for them.
Yes, then give them money. Then give them money. Then give them money. Then give them money for an election and to do all sort of things and the money. But them not give them they're not. What they tell them that they are going to use the money for, they are not using it for. You notice everything all here, all in the ministry here, in the ministry of the Prime Minister, in the office of the Prime Minister. No wonder when you have 28 bank account.
You
Boy.
don't hear a word from Jamaica's world-class Minister of Tourism. Not a word.
Right? Come back again here in the news say Heart Trust I must say arrest police MOCA.
Hold on, man. That's the last thing we don't speak about this evening, this afternoon. Yeah. I want somebody to come on in before I touch that.
But me I said Jeffrey, them can't find them the people and I got charged them the people, but yes, still they can't go to the Prime Minister with the 28 account. Jeffrey made there.
But hold on, East Kingston.
The
Auditor General report stating that $1 trillion is accountable for an office of the Prime Minister. And I know more than an office of the Prime Minister.
Exactly. Well, I 900,000 50 head sector no more can reach down there.
See the level of corruption going on in this country, people?
No, some of us see, but some see and can't say not because anyway, them they say and Jesus Christ Almighty.
Not only that, East Kingston and Port Royal. When you listen to what is going on in this country, you ask yourself the question: is this Jamaica? You hear the Department of Justice is investigating Digicel. I saw Caribbean leaders involved and I saw hanky panky.
No, sir. Whoa, it's too much with Jeffrey. It's too much. Every day I get up to keep a Jamaica.
This morning, East Kingston. When will the Jamaican people get justice in this country? When will somebody have the Vumva and the Vumva get locked up in this country? When?
When we the little dirty foot chooses man from the live below crossroad will get justice. And when election time come, and them jump up, me a labor right, me a PMP, and you not leading away, you're hungry. Eh? You ever see the Vumva and I jump up and I run back behind politician? Hell no, they don't. I just little dirty foot choices, man. When I live now, we have to step over, go to water, all sort of water. You don't know where my next meal I come from. And you got to talk about if I'm labor right coming. Miss one man where they down at Chulani said, when labor right coming, him not hungry. And he have in fridge stack a chicken. How the hell your fridge will stack a chicken? Because you stack a chicken because you not sell. Nobody not no money to buy chicken. And you might have a friend labor right coming. Look here now, Jeffrey, then me not agree with you over them.
Neither me only talking.
Because
until the people of this country organize themselves, Jamaica will never come better. But this morning or this afternoon here, we are calling on MOCA. $1 trillion of taxpayers' money gone missing from the Prime Minister office. Where the money disappeared to? Same way you can't go. At the woman house and her daughter house go lock her up. What happened to the office of the Prime Minister? $1 trillion of taxpayers' money gone on the drain.
Yes. This lady now down in the hotel, I stand up and I speak out. And you fire the woman to the woman that speak out. Injustice, eh? You know, if you talk about injustice, you will just sit down and just take it. Anytime, anywhere in the world you go and you have a standard, Jeffrey, or you not stand up for certain things, you get a fight from now till Jesus Christ come off of the cross and he not come off. Remember me tell you.
And not only that,
remember me tell you.
If they should investigate the Jamaica Tourist Board, so hanky panky they go on in there so too.
A whole lot, not little. A whole lot. How our man can live from way around there from Dubai. Yeah, our man can live from Dubai. Come at Jamaica get seashore, beachfront, The bill hotel in about you see God not sleep because one of the time the sea I go lift up and remember it a go worse than Port Royal. It go worse than Port Royal.
And not only that, you know, God have a way of doing things. They may want to build hotel start sing.
Yeah, tell you, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Right? There's a lot of corruption and it's all over, Jeffrey. It's all over. It's a blind, it's a steering at the eye. It's blinding us. It is blinding us.
But these Kingston and Port Royal, do you think the Jamaican people will ever stand up in this country and demand accountability and justice?
Let me tell you, they want to, but they are afraid. They are afraid. They want somebody will have the backbone and them will go stand up behind you. But they are afraid. If you them just get up and stand up, so them afraid, Jeffrey. They are afraid. Me not telling a lie. Me not telling a lie. Believe you me. And you have to have bucketive to stand up to face these people. If for you alone, you got dead. Oh. It is sad though. It is sad. Every day you get up is a story. When I'm a school picking, I take up people picking. If it told you, I beat them. I boy the pan girls, 6, 7 of them. And it goes on and on and a gang and this Jesus Christ. Sometimes I have to stop me. I have to well look on where am I standing? Because something are going around you. Something is going on around. Jeffrey, you know what to say you can't. If you are a Friday evening time, all right. A Friday evening time, you get a little change because you work a 9 to 5. And you would have said, all right, after work, jam. You go, you know, you one bar, go sit down and, you know, about drink and
man, yes.
Yeah, drink liquor white or whatever and play to them, you know, till you're ready, you go home to your husband or your wife. That the can't imagine, you know?
Drive by shooting the go on yet the premises, the crime going down.
Thank you. I want to do the drive-by shooting some of the time. They see and police them. They see and police them. Me see the other day out of my head, so when they lick down the tree, then the 2 police them.
Yes.
And plant gun on them. Jeffrey, that one way back when, that's not nothing new. That's not nothing new. But what they fail to understand nowadays is that camera is everywhere. Don't so drunk to have camera.
Don't you have camera?
Don't so drunk. You don't so drunk to have camera and him fly up in the sky. Jeffrey, look at me tired, yeah, man. Me tired. Me tired, Jeffrey.
It's Kingston. Do you believe that? Do you believe, in a sense, that all of this that is going on in our country, do you think that when the People's National Party, if they should gain state power tomorrow morning, do you think all of this would be investigated?
No.
Why you say that?
If Mark Golding even have the intention, it's not where I am. It's not where I am.
Somebody not stop him.
Exactly. Now you know that.
All right.
You see, I start Mocha and I go to Portland. Every day me pray for him. Because the same set of people them. When you see I run by him, come election day. Look at if you got some incident. Me no politics. Me there not enough no politics. So true that me nothing but a follow it up. I wish I could have just stay in a law mood. Understand this about him want going to politics. You can't stop him, but him a fight a hard fight. In a hard battle.
All we have to do, you know, is mindset Buchanan, because I stand up against a person who, anyway, everybody knows one.
Remember that I said, numb is the word. Numb is the word. Yes.
All right, East Kingston, thanks for calling.
All right. Yeah, man, big up yourself.
You're welcome. I tell you all something this morning, you know. And I must say thanks for those who has reached out to me pertaining to a computer drive. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you all so much. God is good. God is great. For me to continue this work on this platform here. Sometimes you don't want to come on at all, you know. Sometimes you feel afraid to come on because some things that come in front of you. You ask yourself the question, should I go and speak about this? You pray to you pray to the maker above. But when you know that you are rooted and grounded in Almighty God, you fear no man. You fear no man. And we in this country, if we do not speak out, who will? And if we don't speak out now, then when? Schools robbing staff members and the people who clean the bathroom. One school up a Papine and I done robbing primary and Mona. What's the name of the school? The principal up there believe that she's Miss Bullduppy and Duppy Kankara. The tourist board, they fine people because people speaking out against what is going on in the country. And within the tourist board, they fine people. The director of tourism believe that them run things. But you know, until we wake up in this country, there's only God Almighty can help us. Anyway, we now got over to what's going on with MOCA. This morning I got a news, breaking news, MOCA having a major operation in Portmore and St. James. I ran the breaking news and then I saw this on Jamaica's world-class radio station. Listen to this.
MOCA officers, supported by the Jamaica Constabulary Force, are carrying out what's being described as a major fraud investigation at a government entity. We can now confirm that that government entity is the Heart NSTA Trust, and the officers are at this hour seizing items, and arrests are expected in relation to the probe. The probe is being carried out at the Heart location in Montego Bay and also in Portmore. MOCA officers, as I said, being supported by the JCF as they're carrying out what they're describing as a major fraud investigation. And they're now at this hour carrying out search and seizure operations, and they expect that people will be arrested. So we can confirm that this major fraud investigation, the government entity is the Heart NSTA Trust. We've confirmed that with the Director of Communications at MOCA, Major Basil Jarrett, and the investigation is being carried out at the Montego Bay location and the Portmore location of Heart. Before 5 this morning, the officers of MOCA, assisted by the JCF, swooped in, and they're carrying out search and seizure operations, and they confirm that they expect that arrests will be made. We'll be joined by Major Jarrett at about 7:45. As you can imagine, he's trying to stay on top of what's happening right now. This operation was launched just about 2 hours ago, 5 in the morning, and they are now carrying out search and seizure operations, and they expect that arrests.
Hold on there for me. Wait, there's a news coming into us here. Let me do this here. What the behind the going in the country? Hold on there for me. There is a news coming to us here. Let me do this here. This is Make We Talk breaking news. In an effort to stave off industrial action that is spreading across the tourism sector, the 731-room Moon Palace Jamaica Hotel in Ocho St. Anne's has moved to implement a 5-day work week, among other incentives, to improve workers' condition. At a meeting on Thursday with Garbel, what that is, I don't know what the name is. On Thursday, Moon Palace Company and Clifton Resort Vice President of Jamaica and the Turks Island, workers voted to move from the current 6-day work week to 5-day work week. In other words, what this is saying to us, if I'm reading this correctly, in an effort to serve off industrial action that is spreading across the tourism sector, the 731-room Moon Palace Jamaica Hotel in Ocho St. Anne's has moved to implement a 5-day work week. On say what protest can do? When I told them to lock it from Negril Point to Moran Point? No, this hotel here. This hotel here. That's why I like to come on here, you know. In an effort to serve off industrial action that is spreading across the tourism sector, the 731-room Moon Palace Jamaica Hotel in Ocho St. Anne's has moved to implement a 5-day work week, among other incentives to improve workers' condition, at a meeting that was held on Thursday with the executive vice president of the Palace Company and Clifton Reed, vice president of Jamaica and the Turks Island. The workers across the hotel industry has get a major help in this. And I'm saying this to other hotel workers. Do not give up. This is what we want. Is either on do things properly or pack on the bags and go to this country. Is either on do things properly or pack your bags and leave this country. The hotel workers has sent a clear message to the hotel sector. Let me do this again as we come on air here this afternoon. It is now 17 minutes after 1 o'clock, 17 minutes after 1 o'clock right here on the Make We Talk program. We're listening and watching from around the world. Major news coming into us. Major news coming into us.
This is Make We Talk breaking news.
In an effort to serve off industrial action that is spreading across the tourism sector, the 731-room Moon Palace Jamaica Hotel in Ocho St. Anne's has moved to implement a 5-day work week, among other incentives to improve work condition. At a meeting that was held on Thursday, the executive vice president of Moon Palace Company and Clifton Reed, vice president of the Turks Island in Jamaica. In this meeting, they decided that they must have a 5-day work week. I hope I'm going to get a hold of Brandon Valentine to give us some more insight about this, if this is a correct thing for them to do. You see? I love this. This is good. Also, in the news that we're getting in, a male student of Hopewell High School in Hanover has been taken into custody by the police in regarding to the assault of a schoolmate. The police say the male remain under investigation. The male student remain under investigation. A video of an incident that has been taken the rounds on social media show that a male student has been verbally abused and beaten by other students. Now there's a male student in custody now. They should lock him up. After laughing at him, they should lock him up. I don't say the gospel go fight another pitney. But can you feel me him? When I done with them, they lock me up. So those are the news that we're getting in. Now, the other news that we want to speak about is that this morning, anybody who has I'm going to create a WhatsApp group, for everyone on this program here. I'll create a WhatsApp group. This morning, I run a breaking news, and it went like this. Team from the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency MOCA are now conducting an operation in Montego Bay, St. James, and Portmore, St. Catherine, as they go after persons suspected to be involved in a major fraud investigation at a government entity. Then other news come in, and it says 3 persons were arrested early Friday morning on a multi-million-dollar fraud uncovered at the Heart Trust, the Heart NSTA Trust. And I'm being told that a mother and a daughter has been arrested. The question that I want to ask this morning, Mocha, you're doing a great job. It's good when they can do that job. But you also, somebody to refer you to the office of the Prime Minister. Because so hanky-panky going on in this too. And I'm sister the Auditor General says $1 trillion is accountable for. I saw the report where the DPP office will be relocated to the Department of Justice, the Justice Office, and a cost of $626 million they have been paying for whatever. Father, I don't know what's going on in this country. I really don't know. If we don't wake up in Jamaica and understand the facts of life and call for accountability in this piece of land that we call Jamaica, we don't do something about this country. I send you the link, so come on, I send you the link. Hold on there. Didn't I send this link? Hold on there for me. Thought I did send the link. Oh, yes, I did. Hold on there for me, people. I'm trying to get this person to come on. Yes, here it is. Good afternoon, my friend. How are you doing?
Good afternoon to you. I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing wonderful, man.
All right.
Listen, we need to talk. I
didn't hear you.
Are you hearing me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yes.
Better.
I said we need to talk.
Most definitely.
Welcome back to the program. Tell Jamaica and the world who you are again.
Blessings to you, man. Thank you for inviting me once more. I'm Michael Downer, also known as Jamikes. That's the name I will use on the social media platform.
Yes.
I've been in the tourism industry for over a decade now, where I work in the capacity of a Guild of English Professional Butler. That means giving personalized service, attention to detail, and being in the hotel sector. Yeah. So again, I'm a proud Jamaican. Go ahead.
So you were working in the hotel industry and you got fired? Or laid
Yes,
off?
I got terminated, and I believe unjustly, without proper explanation. The document said that let me get that document for you.
Read it back here.
Yes. I want to ensure that I am being just and fair. Pardon me while I get the document. It's right
Sure.
here.
We're listening and watching from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean. It's the Make We Talk program. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Share this live feed, people, as we speak to one of Jamaica's own person who has been through the times of hell with the Bucky Masters all-inclusive hotels. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, as the document states, unsatisfactory performance during the probational period.
You're on probation.
Say that again.
You're on probation.
Yes, normally when you start a contract, you get a probation period of 30 days. So was going back for my second contract with this particular company, Royalty and Blue Waters in Trelawney. So at my first contract, there was some discrepancy in it where I saw that HR didn't do what they were supposed to do to ensure that I signed a contract and everything was good. I raised a concern about this issue probably about 2 3 months into my contract to say that I wasn't given the proper process to go through my contract, and there is an issue there, right? So they came back to me and said that I should come back. They keep saying that they couldn't find it at first. They couldn't find my contract, and they don't know what's going on. So like a month before my contract ended, and that 6 months contract, they were telling me that to come and sign the contract. And I said, no, I won't sign the contract because you guys have been disrespectful to me. And one thing in particular, it was the HR manager was very disrespectful to me when she had made discriminatory remarks about my ear. But prior to going there, yes.
Hold on there. Hold on there. Who made that remarks about your hair?
The human resource manager.
Is
HR
your
manager.
is the HR manager a Jamaican?
Yes, she is a Jamaican.
So may I tell you no? We own Jamaicans for the against us. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, she made a discriminatory remark against my hair. And I said to her, prior to me getting employment, I had explained to the recruiter that I identify with my culture. I believe in my culture, and I believe that I reserve the right to be a Rastafarian and, to practice my culture. Also, sticking to the company's policies and procedure, not going around or over or under the procedure of grooming. And the recruiter said that's fine. To hear the HR manager now saying to me that she's going to compare my hair that grows out of my skull to a nose ring. She said that she wants to wear her nose ring and she can't wear it. And I said, ma'am, that I believe that is an unfair comparison to compare your hair with a nose ring, which is adding to your body. And she was just rude about it. And I said, that was the reason why I wasn't going to sign that contract, because you guys were wrong. And nobody came to apologize about that. Anyway, I was on break for 3 weeks, right? And I saw on somebody's status, and I also saw on the media that Royalton Negril was striking, and also the one that I worked in Trelawney was striking. So I said, they're striking, but they keep saying the same thing, right? Because if you said that you want more pay, people are going to say everybody wants more pay, right? So that is like a normal protest. I said to the team members, and I created a document just like that to say it's not just pay that you should be asking for. You should be asking for proper treatment. You're talking about job security. Go ahead.
So you have that document there with you now?
Yes, I do.
Can you read it for us, please?
I would send that. It's actually on my phone.
Okay, all right, that's all right. Just
Yes.
give us what just a little synopsis of what you said then.
Yeah, unfortunately, my laptop won't turn on either, so I don't know. But basically, what is on the document? I will send you a copy so that you can see as well.
Yes.
I have on the document that the adequate pay, so the hierarchy position within the tourism sectors are being occupied by non-Jamaicans, and I'm saying yes. So I'm saying
Repeat it again. The what?
the hierarchy positions.
In other words, the managerial positions.
Yes, the high management position, like the directors and such. Those positions are occupied by non-Jamaicans at Royalton with Spanish-speaking people, right? So I'm saying that is an issue, given that we are the ones producing the service for so long, high-level service, causing tourists to continue to come back to Jamaica. I believe that it was so ironic that you can't have Jamaica leading in these sectors, even though you have the experience and you're qualified, especially in my case, right? That was one that was on it. That was something on it. Also, I have overtime pay because people are not being compensated for the hours that they're working overtime. In the tourism sector, the supervisors, the managers will be pushing you to do overtime when you're there doing 2 to 3 persons work because of understaff.
So
right?
hold on there now. You're saying that you all do 2 to 3 persons work.
Yes.
Okay. When you're employed at Royalton, what were you employed as?
In the capacity of a butler.
Okay.
Yes. I initially applied for assistant manager.
Okay. And they give you, okay, fine. So when you get the butler position, because you're on probation, what other work were you compelled to do? Or asked to do?
Well, you're as a team member, you were doing any and everything, because just to ensure that your job is done properly. So that will propel you to do even a dining room's job, a bartender's job, go and get things that is not there, things that should be there readily at your fingertips, so that you can provide to the guests. You have to now go and find these things and do it. So you're doing other people's job while you're doing yours. Yeah.
And they terminate you based on what?
They said unsatisfactory probational period, and prior, how ironic about that, prior to my contract ending, you have to do evaluation. On my evaluation, it was highly impressive. My immediate superior recommended that I get a promotion.
Yeah.
Right after my probation period. I even have documents where the manager has spoke about me in very high fashion, right? And if you ask the guests, if you ask the team members, if you ask the managers themselves, then they will tell you of the output that I have been doing. Because again, I have been in the tourism sector for over a decade as a Guild of English Professional Butler. I've worked with Sandals for over 9 years. And it's because of Sanders who disrespected me. And I said I leave there, and I was at Royalton.
But Lord Jesus.
Yes.
Dear God. Tell us about Sanders. What happened to Sanders?
The situation that happened to me at Sanders was a situation where it is quite complex and disrespectful. I'm trying to make it as short as possible.
No, man, you have enough time. Go ahead. You have enough.
I have enough time. All right. The situation that happened at Sanders, right? As I said, I've worked there for over 8-9 years. Right? I've only been written up once, and that one time that I was written up is when I gave a team member a burger. Right? A team member came to do, I guess, his massage at the cabana. I was a cabana butler that time. And she said to me that she didn't get to get lunch because of the timing, and she came to do the massage, and they come back massage for the guests, and asked me if I could get something for her to eat. So I got the burger for her, right? And there was the manager from the kitchen. He saw what happened, and he wrote me up for that. And mind you, and they can say it, in 8 years, over 8 years, that's the only time I've been written up.
So you're saying to me, you gave a staff member who want a burger to eat. She's hungry because she didn't get the chance to eat, have her lunch.
Yes.
And they write up because of that?
Yes, I was written up for that.
You sure it's not anything different when they write you for?
100%, man. And this is something that is public. So if it is a case that it is a lie, they have all the reason to come and say it. I would never. I pray to God I would never tell them.
I believe you. I'm just saying it because.
But I understand you're asking for clarity.
Yes.
Yes.
So it seems as if.
Say that again.
I said it seems as if. To me, it looked like majority of these hotels in this country of ours that we call Jamaica is here to enslave the people of this country.
I think so.
Even those who are owned by Jamaicans.
Yes,
so-called white Jamaicans.
I think that the Jamaican people have been disrespected. Their rights have never been upheld, and they don't get a chance to even express themselves freely because a lot of them are afraid. Even me doing this interview with you, my friends, my family will be concerned. But I believe, Mr. Tavares, that you have one life to live, and let it be guided by the Almighty.
Indeed.
And the truth is like a lion. You set it free and it will defend itself. Uh, going back to the whole situation. So as I pointed out, that's the first time I've ever been written up, and the only time I've ever been written up whilst there. So I've worked at 3 different Sandals property. So I've started in Sandals Ochi, I moved to Sandals Montego Bay, and then I went to Sandals Duns River for when it's just reopening. And whilst I was there, a returning guest I have encountered when I was at Sandals Ochi, I was the reason why he booked to come at the Duns River property, right? And when he came there, unfortunately, he couldn't get the butler rooms because they were already sold out, right? Prior to me going up to Duns River, I leaving from Montego Bay transfer. So bear in mind, I'm driving from Cornwall Court to Duns River. That is about an hour, 10 minutes or so drive, right? I'm doing that every day. So that's like $5,000, $6,000 for gas on a daily basis, right?
Now that's passing in the business. You don't have to give us the exact amount of money that you make. Give us like how much money you make. And the whole of it. You have to give me the entire amount, but give us something.
It is a very complex thing. So as a butler, you get paid based on tip. So your output, yes, solely based on tip. And I believe this is an unfair, not solely based on tip. Let me be clear with that, because you get a basic salary of $12,500, which will amount to about $85 US per week.
You get a salary of 12 how much?
$12,500.
But isn't Jamaica's minimum wage $15,000 a week?
Yes.
Which hotel pay you this?
Yes, Sandals.
Sandals pay you $12,000 a week?
Yeah, $12,500. That was my pay at that point in time.
When was this?
Company. This was about over 2 years now.
Can somebody tell me when minimum wage was implemented in Jamaica for $15,000 a week? I need some clarity on this.
That minimum wage was raised like about 3 to 4 years ago to 15,000. If my memory serves me right, I will have to definitely check that. But that was my salary at the time. I have my pay slip to confirm that. But going back to the story, when I was just going up from Sandals Montego Bay to Duns River, I wasn't. If you don't have guests, that's all you get. So I was off the floor and not having a partner to work with. So as butlers, we work in a peer. So if you don't have a partner to work with, whilst I was up there, they're saying that I'm not going to go on the floor to work. And bear in mind, at this point in time, I've been a butler for over 7-8 years, and I'm walking behind people who are just getting the job, not having somebody for me to work with. So it's like somebody coming to you to work with you, Mr. Tavares, and you don't make no preparation for them to come. And I was saying to my manager, this cannot happen, because if I don't have any guests to serve, I will only get $12,500, whilst I'm paying for gas per day $5,000, $6,000.
All right, hold on. Remember when I said, Lord, I stretch my hand to thee, oh God. So you're telling me, I wonder how much I'm paying them now. All right.
I was told that
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're told
I
what?
was told that they're planning to raise it in December, because of the spikes that they're seeing.
The question I want to ask, though,
and
I'm asking you, let's throw out this question. Why do we have a Ministry of Labor in this country?
I don't know.
if the Ministry of Labor duty, sole duty, is to protect the workers of this country, the Ministry of Labor sole duty is to protect the workers of Jamaica. The Ministry of Labor sole duty is to go around to the various business places in this country and see to it that the staff are being treated properly. Now, fast forward to today.
Yes.
Can you say to us how much money you were making at this jewel, whatever they want to call it?
The Royalton?
Yeah, Royalton, yes.
For 2 weeks, if you're a fortnightly pay, you're getting 40,000 as a butler.
So per week they give you my calculation also goes to $20,000 per week.
Yeah, 20,000. So you're getting, let me give you the exact figure.
Please. What a world we're living in.
So you're getting $578 per hour. Let me double check because I want to ensure that I'm giving exact figures. I don't want to be unfair to anybody, and I don't want to be, because these information.
Do you have a lawyer with you?
No, at the moment, no, you know.
You know, for those who are just joining us, welcome to the program. We're speaking to Jamaics who has worked at the hotel industry, working in the hotel industry, and now that they have terminated him. And you can see where hotel staff members are on strike. They went on go slow. I see where in the Moon Palace Resort is saying that they're gonna implement a 5-hour work week. I want to find out something here. Thank you all very much for hitting up the super chat. Thank you all very much. Thank you all very much for hitting the super chat. Hitting the super chat for us. And if you want to Zell us something, we can also give you our Zell or our Cash App. Thank you all very much. Thank you all very much for giving us your token of appreciation.
All right, this document is on my phone, but it is it hasn't passed $580 per hour. That as much as I can see. I have it on my phone though, which I'm using at the moment.
So okay, no problem. All right, let's go back to the royalty you're working now. Let's say you get roughly $40-something every fortnight.
Yes.
$40-something every fortnight. Okay. And they have terminated you because according to them, you did what?
According to them, I was the one who. Well, this is what I'm saying. What they have put on paper is that unsatisfactory performance in my probational period. So when they called me to a meeting about that, I asked them to explain, because if it's a case that I have done wrong, I would take accountability for my actions.
Right.
No problem. They said that they don't have any obligation to me and they don't have to explain anything to me. So my thought is, given that, yes, given that I had sent
You work at a hotel industry. You work for somebody.
Yes.
In the contract that you signed, did it say that if you're being terminated, they have no obligation to tell why you're being terminated?
It does outline that it does outline that it can end my contract at any time, the company.
Right. And they said does it say in the contract that they have no obligation of telling you why you were terminated?
Yes, there's a section there.
That says that?
Yes. But what I was questioning, given that they said there unsatisfactory probational period. So I'm saying on that, please outline to me what has been unsatisfactory to the company for them to terminate my contract. But based on my observation, I come to this conclusion to say that given that I have sent the document to team members to say these are the things, and also for it to go to HR to say
Yes.
these are the things that the team members need. And what I did also is to go to a meeting, and I stood up where the corporate were, the managers were, and the team members, and I explained these things. And I not only just say them as a complaint, but I also gave information to say how can we fix it so that the company and the team members can have a symbiotic relationship moving forward. I am not against, let me make it abundantly clear, I'm not against hotel and the tourism sector. I'm against the poor treatment of the team members within the tourism sectors who are the ones who cause the guests to come back to the hotel. So that is what I'm against, the treatment of the team members.
And now you're out of a job. You have no job whatsoever. You don't have an income coming in.
Not at this moment. I'm
How your bills are
solely.
being? How your
Say
bills
that
are being?
again.
How your bills are being paid?
I'm solely living off my savings, which has dwindled at this moment. It compelled me to know to do a GoFundMe, because my ultimate goal is not to go back to the tourism sector, is more to be representing people within the tourism sector. Also, I've started my business. Let me quickly go and show you something.
Sure. We're speaking to Jamaics, a hotel worker, and also a person who is no stranger to the MOCA program, who has been terminated by one of those Spanish bookie master places. Make it clear. I have made it clear to my family members that I will not stay in any all-inclusive in Jamaica. And I'm saying this to all Jamaicans in the diaspora. If you truly love your country, Jamaica, and you love your Jamaican people, boycott every single all-inclusive hotel in this country. Boycott it. This is not fair to the Jamaican people. Go ahead for me, sir.
Thank you. All right. So this right here is the registration of my company.
What's the company name?
My company's name is Elite Etiquettes Academy. So as I said, I'm trained Elite Etiquettes Academy. So what I do is to character building, rehabilitation, and outreach to at-risk youths. I have done training in America via Zoom to rehabilitate the mindset people who have been affected by PTSD. And these are some of the practices and the training and coaching that I would like to introduce to my country. So it is not just to say that I'm without a plan, without a thought of how to approach my life going forward. So my intention of going to get a second contract with this company was to get enough so that I can now channel into my business to promote it. And unfortunately, I was given a termination letter because I think that they see me as somebody who incite.
Is a threat to them.
Yeah, a threat to them and incite the protests.
So did you incite the protest?
No, absolutely not. I saw the protests on the media and also on somebody else's status, and that prompted me to do the document.
So right now, what do you want from your Jamaican people living overseas, or from the Make We Talk audience, or from anybody at all? What do you really want? What can they help you with if you need assistance?
Thank you ever so much for that question. First thing I would like from everybody in the diaspora locally in Jamaica, understanding that the Jamaican people are being used and the Jamaican people are being disrespected on a daily basis. In terms of support, I would appreciate if anybody can donate to my GoFundMe. The GoFundMe is for first to help me with my personal issues or bills and even taking care of my son at the moment. Secondly, is to provide information, resources so that I can now start a union to protect these people in the tourism sector. And I believe that before the Christmas period, I believe that the tourism worker need to have at least 3-4 days of strike as a collective so that we can get result for the Jamaican people.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this question though. Some may say to you that
Mhm.
you start in a union, you have the BIT and you have the NW. But
Mhm.
Jamaicans know that the BIT and maybe the NW are politically whatever. So
Mhm.
you want to start a union that has nothing to do with politics.
There you go. Because as I said in a previous interview, that this issue of the tourism hotel workers, they have not been covered by both political parties. And it is 2024 now, and it is time for us to look at it and say that it is a problem. So this, what I speak about, is not a political problem. And I'm not going offer it as a political move or a political ply. I'm more looking at it as a Jamaican need. We need reform in how we treat our Jamaican people who are, as they say, bringing in the most foreign income. And yes, while they can say the tourism sector is the highest foreign income earner, but who is it earning for? It's not earning for the Jamaican people. Remittances, people, when our family members come back from the diaspora, we are harassing them in the airport and all about, which is wrong. And they are the ones actually contributing to the Jamaican economy. And then what we will do is to put on a show, sing and dance for the tourists, and neglect our own people. And I want for that to be changed. And I also want to play a part in diversifying tourism so that the local people can get benefits from tourism.
And do you have your GoFundMe channel going now?
So I've been working on it today, just the last thing I have on it. So by the end of the day, it will be up.
So where can people find this GoFundMe now? Where
I
can they
will
go
be
and find it?
I will send a link to you.
Yes.
Hopefully you're able to
Put it up there.
broadcast it for me.
Mhm.
I really do appreciate that.
Yeah, man. And where else can they find it? Where can they go? Do you have a Facebook or Instagram that they can find it on?
Yes, I have Facebook, I have Instagram I will be fixing,
Mhm.
and also I have TikTok. TikTok is a major platform which I use to, make my voice be heard.
Mhm. Let me ask you this though.
Hmm.
Apart from you doing all of this that you want to do because of what you went through and you want to help other people, is there
Hmm.
anything else that you see that you will try and do for yourself in the sense of earning a living?
Of earning a living at this time.
Yes.
Um, for me, it is more about using the talent that God gives me, and my talent is effective communication.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to ensure that I play my part in effectively changing people's life in terms of their mindset. Why I believe in this, I was grown up in a volatile area in Mountain View, Jakes Road. I remember
Mm-hmm.
while studying for I remember I was studying for CXC. Police kicked off my door. Over 20 had guns in my face. And what had saved my life that time was my human and social biology book on my chest. So I make it
Wow.
my my great belief to give back to education and also change change the living condition and also the mentality in the ghetto. I was on my own from age 16. My father ran out on me. I just came home and he wasn't there. Gunshot and
Where's your
everything.
mom?
My mom was she'd never played a huge part in my life, and that is the reason why I hold my son so dear to me. And it's
Do
been
you have a son?
yes, I do.
That's good. That's good.
Uh,
No. Don't show him. Don't show him. Don't show him. Don't show him, man.
no, I won't show him. Not at all. For safety reasons, of
No, you
course.
don't do that. No.
Yes.
What I want you to do though, in all of this that is going on with you,
Mhm.
if that hotel should call you back, will you go back to them and work?
Honestly, I feel my race has run in the tourism sector. Honestly, I pray about it day and night. I know the many challenges, the financial challenges that is faced in Jamaica and me personally, but the Almighty tell me no. And it's not easy figuring out a way, right? There are opportunities that comes to me to leave Jamaica. There's one presently that I'm seriously considering, but when I look at it, I'm saying to myself that imagine you have to leave your country to live good.
I tell you something, my brother. Not only have to leave your country to live good, but to leave your country in the sense of trying to assist your country at the same time.
Thank you.
Maybe your calling is to assist Jamaica from outside of Jamaica. I don't know. I'm just saying this.
Yeah.
Our nation is in a crisis where you ask yourself a question: is Jamaica has any return to return?
True.
So many people have been gunned down in our country. So much level of corruption going on in the country. And all you can hear is a small man who, and I'm not saying what they did is correct. If they did it. But you never hear of a major investigation. When will we get up one morning and hear that Mocha is at some politician home digging it up? Or Mocha is at the office of the Prime Minister digging it up?
It's
and
needed.
Then we hear that Mocha has arrested some high wigs of the effluent of society in this country. When will the Jamaican people hear something like this? When will the hotel workers in our country get justice? Is this country going back in the backward era of slavery?
I believe we are. We are currently. Because when they talk about jobs, what type of jobs are they? They are low wage, low income jobs. I often look at the tourism sector. I have butlered Ed Bartlett twice, right? Twice. And he has never tipped me once. And he knows what I do as a butler. I remember when he went to the ballroom and he was speaking to the American, the Canadian, and the English press, right? And he said that just before COVID, and he said that tourism was the way forward. And I stood there and I said, these people have no plan for the country, because if tourism is the way forward, how can we survive? Because if somebody don't come to your house, you cannot eat, you will forever be a slave to them. I believe that tourism is like a pill that a doctor given you from years ago to say that take this and it will be good for you. But we've been taking tourism from years, from Mr. Kong from Singapore came here in 1962 to speak to Bustamante and ask him what was the plan to move Jamaica forward. And Bustamante included tourism. And Mr. Kong said that he was planning on investing in his people, so the people's capital. Look at Singapore versus Jamaica's today date. So simple means that tourism is not the answer. We have to invest in our people, and that means investing in the minds of our people, from moving from being workers to now entrepreneurs, for us to create our own market. Or we have one of the most fertile land, we don't use it. We have entertainment, we don't use it to our ability. We have so much celebrities, we don't use it to our ability. It is a crying shame. And as the blind lady said, I can't remember, Ellen Keller said,
Yes.
after they asked her what was worse than being born blind, she said being able to see but have no vision. And I believe that that has been our major downfall.
Hold on for me. Do me a favor.
Mhm.
Continue talking. I'm going to turn something up. Let's continue talking to me.
All right, no problem. And this is a problem I believe in Jamaica must be fixed. That we need to now invest in the human capital in Jamaica, because we are having jobs, as the Prime Minister said. But what type of jobs are they? They are low skill, low income jobs. And that is what we see in tourism and we see in the BPO sector. The BPO sector soon become obsolete because AI is doing what the humans are doing. They're making calls, they're placing order, they're doing follow-ups, they're making recommendations. The AI doesn't have a period, it doesn't have an headache, it doesn't want a day off. So I'm saying while the world is progressing, Jamaica is digressing, and that and this is a type of thing that is wasting the Jamaican people's time and mind, and it is a shame to see the state of our country. And the onus is on the Jamaican people, whether you will be at home or abroad, to contribute however you can to the building of the nation. And I believe that we need a change in terms of the government in Jamaica, because if it was for sports, we'd have changed because we have the fastest man, fastest woman alive. We have been doing good in cricket, where Chris Gayle and many other Jamaicans. We have been doing good in football, where you can Leon Bailey and different footballers has been doing good. Businessmen, businesswomen has been doing good who are Jamaicans. But what we are not doing good is as a collective. We have not been doing good as a country. And only thing that can make changes for our country is through politics and through legislation by our leaders, and proper policies can change our country, and that is what we need, we deserve as a country. And it is just so sad that we're such bright people, such brilliant people, and we're unable to come together to make a better Jamaica for ourselves.
Well said indeed. Well said indeed, my friend. And for those who out there who have faced the pangs of hell in this country, I want you to know that this program, this Make We Talk program, is welcome, it's open to anyone who wants to come on here and speak truth to power. Anyone who wants to come on air whilst you're telling the truth, to speak about what is going on in our country, Jamaica. And we must let tourists know what is going on in the hotel industry in this country.
I believe so too.
I'm not talking about any other country. I'm talking about the rock that I come from.
Sure.
The rock that I born and grew in. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about any other country throughout the world. I'm talking about Jamaica. Yeah. And the Jamaican people who can afford to go to all-inclusives, you need to boycott them. Yeah. It must be, we must send a clear message to the people who owns all-inclusive hotels in this country. Whether you're Spanish, Ching Chang, Chung Chikulang, Chang 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 Chang, or you're Jamaican.
Yes.
We must send a clear message to them that we will not sit down in this country anymore. That we will boycott the all-inclusive hotels in this country. We need to find out if all these hotels are paying. By the way, when they fire you for sandals, you're gonna find out if your NIS was being paid. Did you find out that?
I unfortunately.
You need to find out.
Yeah.
Go and find out if your NIS was being paid, your housing trust. Go and find out if this one that just left from, if they were paying the NIS and your housing trust too.
Yeah, because there have been instances where it's not been paid. If you can go back and look in COVID, there was a case where the people of Bahia Principe could not get their government grants because it has shown that they weren't paying tax. That was
And yet,
something I can recall being in the media at that point in time.
and yet money was taken out of their salary for that.
Yes.
Oh, no, what's going on in this country?
Yeah. So there are many stones that need to be unturned. There are a lot of scrutinizing that needs to be put on these hotels. We need proper investigation in how their procedures are happening on a daily basis. And we want to know the intricacies to see if they're actually doing what they're supposed to do and they're following the law. And when you even look at the environment around these hotels, they're in a deplorable condition. You can see poverty-stricken area, especially like the hotel that just built up Royalton, not well, close by to Royalton, but Rio Aquael,
Yes.
recently built. When you look at the facilities outside the walls of that hotel
Where did that bill?
in Trelawney,
Uh-huh.
when you look at the facilities outside the walls of that hotel, it is a disgrace. It's a true disgrace in terms of broken down houses, board shop, board houses, zinc fence. You can see literal poverty outside there. You can see the degradation of the people right outside of the walls of the hotel.
And
So
yet
therefore,
here,
there's no sustainable development.
and yet you will hear Jamaica's world-class Minister of Tourism that how much million guests is coming over to Jamaica, and he laugh. That's good news. This government is working for the people. For which people?
The investors.
When you bring in these slave masters in this country to slave our Jamaican people, and I don't know so long I get to no kickback. Make I behave myself, you know, because if I talk, I'm sitting in the next thing at Jeffrey behave. When you have the tourism, Jamaica Tourist Board treating their own staff members the way how these hotels are treating Jamaicans, that's why Jamaica Tourist Board and the Minister of Tourism cannot and will never go to these people who are enslaving the Jamaican people. Because the Jamaica Tourist Board is enslaving their own staff members there. The Jamaica Tourist Board is enslaving their own Jamaican citizens. When will
There's no care
in this country? Why Jamaica?
There's no care being extended to the Jamaican people. It is over and over disrespect. There's a clear detached from where the government is versus the people of the country. They don't understand and they don't care to understand what goes on a daily basis in the tourism industry. And I believe this is one that needs to be addressed, not for one to be paintbrushing or broad brushing it as a political ply, but more like what is happening to the Jamaican people. It's a true disrespect, I believe.
It is. If I run this, I must run the number. I run the number across the screen there. It is a disgrace. The number to call is 954-529-8030. It's also a WhatsApp number. It's also a WhatsApp number, 954-529-8030. Wherever listening, watching from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean, we're speaking to a Jamaican brother, a son of the soil, my brother, your brother, who has been through the pans of hell in the hotel industry in this country. And when I say, Tony, you know, that they have some Jamaican people who are personal managers and all kind of managers, so these bookie masters.
Mm-hmm.
They mistreat their own Jamaicans like how the bookie masters does it. Because they can't get a little more money.
There you go. And you know, I have personal experience with that. I remember people who I grew up in the company with. These persons were there, seeing the situation, cannot do the job with the resources that was given to us. And they used to complain about it. But what they will normally do is to identify this one person and then they elevate them, they move them up. And once they move them up, it's the same person coming back to you and telling you that to do the job when they know that it requires 100 item and they want to give you like 50 or 40 odd items and expecting you to have the resolution out of those items.
Let me ask you this question. I was told, and if it's true, and I'm trying to figure it out, that when the chef cook for the guests and other managers, there's a cook who cook for the staff members. Is that so?
Yeah, there is a different chef that cooks for the staff members. These chefs, they're normally not the ones. Yeah, they just thinking about it, remembering how they look, they're not the one that looks presentable. They're not the one who care about the meals that they're preparing.
So they bring look at this and look at that, get people for like hog and get them something for them.
It's not entirely, but the food is not normally good. If you ask 90% of the hotel workers, they can tell you that the food that is being prepared in the staff area and the canteen is not good. It's subpar.
My God.
Yeah. There's one thing that I see often happen, and I believe that is even unfair to the guests that will come here. So they won't pay the staff sufficient, right? And they make it look like it's the guest that's supposed to pay the staff. When the guests already pay enough for the staff. And if you should get a tip, as it says, is a tip, it's not a salary, right? Sometimes if the guests don't tip the staff or don't tip the staff enough as the staff think they should be tipped, then the staff will be against the guests and being very upset at the guests. But I often say to the staff, it's not the guests that you must be upset with. You must be upset with who employ you, because who employ you need to ensure that you're compensated properly so that you don't have to look to the guests for a salary.
Because I was told that some hotels won't let the staff accept any tip because they told the guests that they are properly paid and compensated. Yes.
That is Sandals.
Sandals, is so?
Sandals is a major one. I think Couples is one as well.
Whoa.
Yeah. So at a Sandals, only a butler can get tip and also the spa attendants.
So people who carry the tray, like myself, who's to carry a tray?
The waiters.
The waiters, rather. So then you hear the waiters them. Because mean circle hotel, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yes. And when they do it, back would and kill you.
Yes. So as a butler, I've trained in all departments in the hotel industry in terms of the service area. So dining room. I was a bartender first. I've trained in the spa area, not the in-depth area in the spa, water sports, you name it. If you call a department, I've trained in it. For those people, they're not properly paid and they cannot collect a tip. And if they're caught getting a tip, they will be fired. And ironic, yes, they will. That is immediate dismissal. Immediate.
Someone I like to know something. Lord Jesus have mercy. Father, me head. No, man. You are saying to us on this Make We Talk program, and I've been hearing it, you know.
Yes.
And if I go to one of those Vumva V hotels owned by the Bucky Masters, stop, sister.
It's a truth.
Nobody can't tell me to stop, sister.
The way it's operating, that's it.
The all inclusive hotels in our country are set a slave masters, a bucky master place. For sandals go straight up and come down. Bucky masters.
There's no respect.
I will tell Adam so in front of his face. It's a bucky master place in running.
You know, let me tell you one thing, Mr. Tavares, as well. Look at it, and you can go and search search about it on Instagram on the Sandals page. Sandals started in Jamaica in 1981. The first hotel that Sandals created was Sandals Montego Bay, formerly known as Bay Rock.
Yes.
Right? Over 21 different properties stretched across the Caribbean, 10 properties in Jamaica. Jamaican staff get the lease pay, right? They get the least resources to use, and they are normally going over to the other islands to get a better life, a better pay. Look again on Instagram, as I said to you, there is a daycare center built in St. Vincent, newly opened property, have a daycare center built for the staff in Sandals. And again, Sandals started here. Where is the daycare center for the people of Jamaica who have their... I'm talking from experience. People are detached from their family, their kids. And these people who work there with a meager salary have to be paying daycare. Yeah?
You know why they have to build it in St. Vincent and the Grenadines?
Yeah, because of the Prime Minister.
Because Comrade Ralph is not an easy man to deal with, you know.
Yeah, Ralph Gonzalez is not an easy man to deal with. They have to respect the man's country. So there you go again. It goes back to show first, there's no respect to the people who work in Jamaica at Sandals. Because if you're going to do an initiative like that, I believe that Jamaica should be the first place. Secondly, there's no government batting for the people. There's no legislation put in place so that they have to be respected. The tourism workers have to be respected in Jamaica. And it is a crying shame that things like this happening, and then they're going to say that they care about their staff. They don't care about their staff, because saying something and doing something is two different things. In the communication wheel, you have three forms of communication. You have verbal, which is 7%. You have vocal, which is how you say it, 38%, and the remaining 55% is the non-verbal. So our grandmother, she told us years ago that actions speak louder than words. Action does speak louder than words. So they might say that they care, but they don't.
Hold on there for me. Diva, the number is 954-529-8030. It is also a WhatsApp number. Let me get in there, because people have been calling me. 954-529-8030. I haven't seen a number. You haven't called me. The phone is right next to me. 954-529-8030. It is also a WhatsApp number. Jamaica, may get you understand something too. I don't know if you can clarify this with me.
Right.
Standards has promised staff members in Jamaica that they'll pay them in US currency. You know anything about that?
I've never heard about that promise, but Jamaicans have never got paid in US dollars. I remember there was a long time interview with Ian Boyne.
Yes.
And the late owner of Sandals, Stewart, when he said that his team members were getting, I think it's from my memory, he was saying that the staff members got $200 US, based on memory. I'm not sure if
I'm gonna dig up something. I'm gonna see if I can find that.
But I remember that interview with Ian Boyne. The thing is, it was a company I grew up loving, respecting, because I started there when I was only 19 years old. Right. When I started there, I was actually doing construction on a lady's house, and she told me that she loved my work ethics. And I asked her, and through playing cricket, I got a scholarship to do bartending. And I told her that I have a bartending certificate, and that's how I got there. And what I grew up loving the oat, well, the brand. Go ahead.
Hold on for me.
Go straight
Good
ahead.
afternoon, caller. Welcome to the program. You're live.
Hi, Jeffrey. Good day. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm okay now. Post Thanksgiving, but me alright.
Sorry. Are you hearing the caller? Mike?
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead from the caller. Go ahead.
Yes. Jeffrey, I must say thank you. Thank you for all you're doing. We're not giving up. The fight is on. You have our backs. And there's so much to say. But let me see where we can begin. Mr. Tavares, wait. With all that is going on and this level of corruption in Jamaica, it rightly show and prove that Andrew Holness was not running the country. Not at all. It was just left alone and he was busy doing what he wants to do and leaving up the country left, right, and center is corruption, and it's unfolding more and more. And MOCA have more work to do, and more is going to unfold. This is just the beginning of the end. And I don't know what he's waiting on to resign. He must say it is more and more scandalous. Pack your bag. Start. You should have done pack long time and move out because you're going to see more and more. What are you holding on to, Mr. Prime Minister? Me no know.
Let me say something to you,
You
caller.
get the message yet? You not get the message yet?
Let me say something to you.
It's loud and clear.
Let me say something to your caller. For all those, including myself, would love to see this Prime Minister resign. Hell will freeze over first before him left.
That's true.
Well, Mr. Jeffrey, we're ready. And it takes people with a united front coming together as Jamaican, not for no politics, but for what is going on and to take back our country. A lot of people in the diaspora, they are waiting to resign, but they're not going to, not resign, retire. But they are waiting to see what the outcome will be. Trust my word. I speak with someone yesterday in New York who is ready to retire. I've labored hard here and long. And he says if it does not change, he'll be looking into another foreign country. You understand? So a lot of people waiting. We must not be afraid. We must protect our democracy and our right. What did our ancestors fight for? What was some of them bloodshed for? I will never forget the words of John Lewis. If you see something, say something, do something.
I believe
And
so.
this is the time. This is the time. People, come on now. Come on now. Let's rise up our cause. Rise up. Our ancestors, they are crying in the grave. Words speaking are spoken because they did a lot for our country. And this man has not even respected the dead. Can I do this? Is it Jamaica? But you remember what Paul Bogle, Judge William Gordon, and the rest of them, and other icons have fought for our country? And he wants to undermine that?
I don't know what's going on, my dear. And if the people don't understand and rise up in this country, then God help us.
True.
It pains my heart to see what's going on in our country right now.
Let me ask you a question, though, caller, before I make you go. Let me ask you a question. Your views on the hotel industry in Jamaica. Will you work your hard, earn money on the coal in a New York or wherever you're there? And go spend time at some all-inclusive hotel, give the bucky masters them the money where you work so hard for enslave your people them?
Jeffrey, you know my answer already. Because I am one person who will stand up for the right though the heavens fall. When you start to defend what you have to defend, you will have people who will fight against you. You will have people who you thought would stand up with you go against you. I've been through that in Jamaica in the teaching industry, and this is what makes me stronger and stronger. And the answer is no. No, I remember your last program I typed in the chat. Don't give up, keep fighting. And today I typed in again. Continue the demonstration. This is a season for the hotel industry people when they want to reap a lot of your head. Don't. We're tired of the animal thing. We're tired now of the little crumbs on the table. Them deserve more than that right now. They deserve more. Them deserve the plate of food with a balanced meal in it. Pay the people them. They are the backbone of the industry. And if they do what they have to do now in this season, it will send a message. We are tired of foreign investors coming into our country and doing what they want to do, just like what them do with JPS. You understand me? And take so much and then leave you with nothing. Nothing at all. After you have toiled so hard more than a decade, even a decade, in an industry and you get that nothing, just like what they do with the security guards out there. Huh? Where's the Ministry of Labor? Why are they so silent? Come on.
Because I keep on asking the question, but over onto the weekend, it's not the weekend, I keep on taking yesterday for Sunday. But over, I think it was Tuesday to Wednesday evening, I hear some things that confirm what I've been thinking. The Jamaica Tourist Board can't say nothing to the Bucky Masters who own these hotels, Now the minister himself. It's alleged that they treat their staff members worse than the hotel industry.
It's painstaking. It's very painstaking, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, you know what's going on? As we all know, the nepotism and the cronyism, they're all feeding off it. They're all getting something, just like when them sell out NEPA, right? And all them go around and all that them do. And then now, case of it throughout, nobody will be held accountable. This sellout thing, and your oldness, and you are in all the organization, them you never did see this, but yeah, raise minister down the salary to how much percent? For what? I waste of taxpayers' money. Roll back that. We say roll it back. It's not deserving. Roll it back. They were not doing their job for so much corruption to be unfolding. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. More is going to come out.
Hold on to me, man. You know why I don't blame Andrew for roll it back? People not gonna like me, The truth is the truth. When Professor Rosalie Hamilton, Jerry Small, and others were in the Briley Sun demonstrating over this high increase of parliamentarian salary, how many Jamaicans were out there? Professor Rosalie Hamilton along with Jerry Small, and was out there for over 3 or 4 days. How many Jamaicans stand with them? That is why politicians do not take the Jamaicans people seriously, because they keep on
That's
saying,
right.
It's a 9-day chat for them. It's we, myself, and others, and Jamaics and others, who decide to come on YouTube. I don't know, 9-day talk around here.
No, Jamaican people need change.
The Jamaican people need to stand up. Thank you for calling in.
No, man, me not done yet. Just give me a little more there, man. Let me go finish quick. Let me finish quick. The 9-day talk done. It's over now. Jeffrey, the 9-day talk over. Andrew Holness never believed, say, him a go buck up on this hard rock. He never did not think he was gonna get away. And you see this donation thing with them a call it a long time, them a do listen.
And the whole of them have charities and I collect money and enrich themselves, An investigation must be launched into these charities that they own. Yes, and when Marky G win the election, Marky G must do a total audit of all of these organizations, and especially those ones that Andrew Owness have hand into. And thank you, Jeffrey. And I will finish what your program. But let me tell you something. Time coming on. Jamaican people will open up on the eye now, man. We open on the eye now. We learn something now. We get it right now, man. Make we send a message to this government that we are not going to have it anymore, and that time comes, and if it take for himself. Bye, Jeffrey.
Thank you. For calling in. Jamaica, I know you may have to run, so give us your final words and talk to us before you go.
Thank you. As did Alexander Hamilton said, that those who stand for nothing will fall for anything. And I'm saying to the Jamaican people, both abroad and here, it is time for us to stand together as a Jamaican people. It's time for us to respect our ancestors. It's time for accountability moving forward, no matter which political party we'll move forward with. We must hold them accountable. As you said, Mr. Tavares, we need to see MOCA going at these high official houses and drag them out like the criminals they are. It's not just in the ghetto that the criminals live and they do their work. The criminals are also uptown. And if we believe about fighting crime, let me say something. We cannot fight crime. We can mitigate against crime and we can try to prevent crime. What we can fight is corruption. We can fight illiteracy and we can fight poverty. And let's create a new Jamaica for ourselves. The people in the tourism sector, as I said to you, I am at your service. I'm putting myself forward to say that even though I know many of you don't stand with me, but those who are able to stand with me or want to stand with me, I appreciate you, right? And we need to start a movement so that we can get change. I recommend that we do at least 3 to 4 days of protests Highland wide with all of these hotels to show and to send a straight message to the government of Jamaica and also to these investors to say that the time is now and the time come for us for our voice to be heard and things to change for us to get respect as Jamaicans and as professionals. I also want to make take the opportunity to say to our people who are living in the diaspora, thank you. Thank you on behalf of the over 3 million people that lives here. It is not tourism, as they often tell us, that is running the Jamaican economy. It is your effort. It's the barrels that you will send. It's the money that you will send to Western Union, MoneyGram, or any other means. That has been the thing that has been pushing Jamaica's economy. I look for a day, and as Martin Luther King said, I have a dream. I have a dream where the Jamaican people in the diaspora can come back here to grow their family, retire, invest in business, and we can have a better country for ourselves as Jamaicans. It is not good that to live good, we have to leave our country. And I say this with all my heart. My little boy is just 8 years old. And I want him to have the best life in Jamaica. If he's gonna move from Jamaica, it must be vacation to come back to his land. I believe that every Jamaican people must have the right to live good in their country. And we should move forward by taking our place and believing ourselves. Mr. Jeffrey Tavares, I appreciate you so much for letting me come out here to voice my concern. And so help me God, let the truth be my guide and my light. And I will continue to be a person for myself firstly, and to those who don't have a voice, or those who can't put their words together. Thank you again, Sir Jeffrey, and I will be sending information to you. Thank you for all your viewers, all your well wishers, and more success to you and your program. Blessings
Thank you
to
so
you.
much, Jamaica, thank you. And don't be a stranger to this program. And whenever you want to come on, Jamaica, to
Yes.
speak about the plights of our Jamaican people, I'm a
Yes.
phone call away, my brother. You have my number, you call me. And for
Thank you.
those who are out there, the program hasn't ended up because I haven't I haven't started MOCAs yet. But I
Yeah.
have to bring Jamaica on. I know he has to go somewhere. Else
Yes.
I'll tell him to stay on with us, but I know you have to go somewhere.
Yes, I'm going in the town, and
Yes.
I'm finishing up that GoFundMe, and I
Right.
look forward to everybody's contribution.
Yeah.
And I also I have so much things that I want to share, and so much things I have to say, like the Bob Marley song, but only God and time.
And I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
Whatever you have to say
Yes.
and you want to say it,
Yes.
I'm a phone call away. I'll organize myself
Yes.
to make it come on this program and
I appreciate
speak
it.
to your people.
I
Whenever you
appreciate it.
want to, just let me know.
Thank you for that
All right?
invitation. I
Yeah, man.
appreciate it.
And I'll talk to you off air and see what
Yeah.
I can, do for myself to you.
I appreciate your blessings to you, and blessings
Yeah,
to
man.
all who's here.
Thank you very much, Jamaica.
Thank you.
Stay with us for a couple more minutes, a couple more, about an hour or so. Hold on, for a call coming in. Good afternoon.
Let me turn it down, my boss.
Please do. When you're calling the program, please turn off your radio or your TV.
Yes, Mr. Jeffrey.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, me I talk about the Blue Fields Beach in Westmoreland.
Yes.
I'm going to send you a video. I take it the other day when I go down there. They're gonna block it off. They sign some agreement to build some cottage there.
Who's gonna build it?
Right from 2019. Some investors, but it's the government. And the government giving them that okay. That is another beach we're gonna lose again by the overseas peoples, right? I know they did have one the other day about out by Blue Hole, the one in Portland,
Blue Lagoon,
and Roaring River in St. Anne here, right? So this is another one I just putting out there that people can know about
Let
it.
me ask you a question, caller.
Yeah.
Bluefields Beach. I know where Bluefields Beach is, because I know where Bluefields Beach.
Yes.
So you're saying to me that they have sold that beach for them to build up some condominiums to sell to some people are coming in.
Yes. Yes.
And what is the people of Westmoreland doing about it? They sit down and not do nothing.
That is it. That is it.
I tell you,
they're just sitting like it, and I am not from there, but I go there, and just the sight of it, because it was all covered up in bush. The sign is there. Last year when I go down there wasn't any fence. Now they have fence off, and you have a little part now where you can just walk through and go down on the beach. Yes, man. I'm going to save this number now and send you the WhatsApp video.
Please.
That you can put it up.
Please do, my friend.
All right. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let us go over to what happened this morning with Mocha raiding some people's houses. And Mocha now raid Jamaica House. And Mocha now raid King's House. Mocha now raid the Minister of National Security Office. Mocha now raid Twiddly Dum Dum Commissioner of Police Office. And Mocha now raid the Office of the Prime Minister. I make something clear this afternoon. I do not condole anybody with a teeth. But what is good for the goose is good for the gander. The Auditor General tell the people of this country that 1 point something trillion dollars is accountable for in the office of the Prime Minister. And I miss so. How is it that Mocha? How is that Mocha? No put no 4 o'clock raid, 4 a.m. raid in the morning. And go raid with a raid in the government. Why is it always the poor pauperizing people them getting caught in all of these? And the people of the Vumva and the Vumva not getting caught. This morning, I got a call from a dear friend of mine who's a student of this program, who called me and said, hey, what's going on with Mocha? So I said, no, sir. So when I started calling around, I got the confirmation that Mocha is raiding some government entity. Then I got the confirmation again afterward that they raid a house and lock up a mother and a daughter. When will the people of this country hear that Mocha lock up some politicians in this country? When will Mocha raid and the people of this country hear that lock up some permanent secretaries in this country? Huh? When will we hear of a $17 million fraud that Mocha uncovered at the Heart NSTA? When will we hear that Mocha raid somebody who have their hand in NHT money? Who see them building houses, but some money that go out with some Israelis? Good afternoon. Welcome to the Make We Talk program. We're live Baltimore.
Good afternoon, Jeffrey. Hey, Jeffrey, let me tell you something, Jeffrey. Yes, and to your listeners, you see everything that's happening, it's pointing back straight to the government, Jeffrey. As I said to you before, I have worked at Coffee Industry Board. And let me tell you, Jeffrey, when you see even the security guards are working 80 hours before they make overtime, when it's on the books, that 40 hours is a regular work week, the Minister of Labor is in cahoots with it. So when you see this hotel, Royalton said people working, they're giving them 5 days, they're not giving them anything, Jeffrey. It's law that 40 hours is a work week. So whether you want to do it in 4 days or 5 days, that's law. So when you see the government sit by when they have a labor department and things like this are happening in our country, it's a direct reflection on the government. And let me tell you, Jeffrey, everything that you see happening with all those offices in the Prime Minister's office, the Prime Minister have to sign off on it. It's just like, let me give you, I don't mean to change the subject, Jeffrey. You see that thing that happened with NEPA? The people cannot sue anybody who make a spill for over a certain amount of money. The government put that in writing. So when you hear they say they gave them $11 million, the new threshold that the government moved it to was $10 million. All right? So let's go back to the conversation now, Jeff, about the hotel and about MOCA. If people look and read the agreements, even the Indicom agreement, Indicom cannot write a statement. The statement has to come from the police. So whenever you see they prosecute somebody, it's somebody that they want to prosecute. because the government said go ahead and prosecute. But whenever they got to prosecute somebody that's influential, just go through and look, Jeffrey. It's either the case is dragged out and then it's thrown away, or it's dragged out till nothing happens. A perfect example, real quick, Jeffrey. You see them 3 youths that the police kill?
Yes.
And plant those guns? Look at that video, Jeffrey. How difficult it is to see that video, right? But look at the video about the guy that was executed by that police in Spanish Town, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the police commissioner hasn't prosecuted that police yet. You know why, Jeffrey? If you go back and look at the laws that they write about video camera, you have to be present and you have to say you are the one who have the video. And people are not willing to do that, Jeffrey, because people are scared because of what the government will do. If you look at the Mario Dean case, Jeffrey, they had to move the case from Montego Bay to Kingston. From Westmoreland to Kingston. You know why, Jeffrey? Because the same police at the precinct refused to serve summons to jurors so they could be on the case. It's not a if, nor a but, nor maybe. Corruption is high in the country, Jeffrey. And the people, yes.
So, caller, is it that we almost believe that the Jamaica Constabulary Force is full of peer criminals?
No, it's not full of peer criminals, Jeffrey. But I'm going to tell you, Jeffrey, what they have done. They have separated the people. If you look at living in America, Jeffrey, what a principal earns is incomparable to what a regular teacher earns. So the principal might earn $20,000 US more than a teacher. In Jamaica, they triple the principal's salary. And they threaten people and they marginalize people, Jeffrey. People are afraid to speak up, Jeffrey, because one, they may not get the work, and two, they may be put out of work, and there is nobody. All those bodies that you see they have in place, Jeffrey, they can't do anything. We're just paying them for nothing. We're paying them for nothing, Jeffrey. They're just eating up taxpayers' dollars. If you look, a perfect example is the National Work Agency. When you look at the National Work Agency, Jeffrey, how many bad roads have we have that has been repaired for millions of dollars? And the head of the National Work Agency, he hasn't lost his job, Jeffrey. He's still there, right?
And not only that, when you look, the National Housing Trust was designed by Michael Manley to help poor people of this country. And
yes.
Two political parties has changed the National Housing Trust into a milking tree, especially this party, this government, led by Andrew Michael Holness. What they're doing to the NHT, poor people never get a home in this country. And if they should investigate the NHT, they will see wherein the NHT is building some homes where look good.
Okay, but look at this, Jeffrey. If you look at the people who are on the board of the NHT, Bruce Golding was one of them that's on the board, Jeffrey. So you have a board that's no longer functioning in the interest of the people. They're functioning in the interest of the government. Just look at it.
Because
anybody could see it, Jeffrey. Now you're throwing your housing trust, Jeffrey, and the housing trust is not building houses for low-income earners no more. They're building houses for people who are above low-income earners. One time, Jeffrey, as bad as things be, when the PNP was in power, the housing trust was on the autopilot, so to speak. The housing trust would go around and seek land, and then they will build properties, right? No, it's not like that, Jeffrey. The housing trust, no, under the Jamaica Labour Party, they will build houses. But not only that, the housing trust is giving out so much contracts, which doesn't make sense.
You see, if the truth should be told about those contracts. Hi, Jesus.
But Jeffrey, if the truth has to be told, Jeffrey, if you look, Jeffrey, they have attached NCB to NHT. So NCB is getting free money.
I don't know.
You have an agency that was designed to build a house to completion. Now, majority poor people, Jeffrey, the loan that they get from NHT cannot build a house.
But not only that, caller. Mama me, mo, mo. Let me tell you something, You see, if the truth should be told about NHT and an Israeli citizen, hi, Jesus. Bambi, Baba Bibo,
And if you go across, a lot of the boards that's there, Jeffrey, the ganja board and all those boards, you will see people that are sitting in power. Their husband or their wives are sitting on those boards, and they don't even qualify to be on those boards. It's no difference. It's no different than we talking about the importation of goods, Jeffrey. We have a conflict of interest when you have a member of parliament, when somebody like Colonel Charles can issue a license to the man from St. Thomas, James Robertson, to give him the license to import potatoes. So a lot of times, Jeffrey, things that we see going on is the government influence doing it. And
I tell you something, Carla.
Yeah.
Ay, Jesus, thou son of the true and living God. Me say, I warn them already and I gonna warn them again today. Michael Andrew Holness or Andrew Michael Holness. Stop make poor people I water reach you. Prime Minister Michael Andrew Holness. I said it on this program already and say it again. The eye water of Jamaicans are upon you. You see what's going on in this country? If the truth should be told about the NHT, there will be no peace in this country.
But Jeffrey, if you notice, with the NHT, Jeffrey, like they did to a lot of boards, majority of the people of the NHT, they are making 20-something and 30-something million. That's what they're making, Jeffrey. And then when you look at it, Jeffrey, look at their track record. The people who are sitting on these boards, they have a mandate to build houses.
Rob some more.
Yes, Jeffrey, but they are not building anything. Look at the National Water Commission, Jeffrey. The man who is in charge of disconnecting people pipe, he breached his contract, but he still has a job, Jeffrey.
Only in Jamaica.
And then you have the DPP, who for whatever reason refused to prosecute. But this is the one question I will ask the DPP and the other one who let go Andrew. Why you never charge him for late filing? Because there's no excuse why you can't charge him for late filing.
But you not hear what they're going now. You not hear said they'll ride the truck, the Minister of Injustice said that the DPP office will move to his office now. Mama. Jesus,
but Jeffrey,
oh God, no matter help I have but you, Jesus. Help. No, sir. This country gone, you know.
It's gone, Jeffrey. It's gone, but it's up to the people.
I want him not tell you.
It's up to the people, Jeffrey. It's up to the people to find their way.
One thing I'm going to say to the people of this country. You see, the change in the seeking of the country have come from way. And no holding the breath about an investigation. Investigation not going to happen.
None that's happening, Jeffrey. No investigation is happening.
If election card tomorrow morning, and phone side don't want to win. No holding the bread. No
Jeffrey, the only
investigation not gonna happen.
Jeffrey, the only way investigation can happen, Jeffrey, we have to eliminate a lot of those boards. A lot of those boards are just getting money for nothing. It's just like when we talk about the board that was supposed to regulate SSL. If you look at it, Jeffrey, Jamaica is one of the only places in the Caribbean and in the world where government officials make more than even private sector. And it's all across the board. It's all across the board. And they purposely do that to hold the people down. I used to ask Wayne one time, say, Wayne, tell me something. Oh, we have so many like prisoner breakout, right? And the man who's in charge at the police station, he may get fired and get locked up. He get transferred to another station. How? Oh, you have one policeman who killed 12 people, about 10 murder, and he's still on the police force.
I tell you something in the car. I want to say this to you. The Jamaican people, they are the only one who decide your destiny.
That's true, Jeffrey.
People are the only one who decide their destiny. Go ahead, McCall.
That's true, no, Jeffrey, but I want to tell you something, Jeffrey. The people are so scared because of what the society has become. A police now, Jeffrey, you have police working and cannot get a firearm to work as a police. Them strip him down as a police, so he's working as a police, Jeffrey, but he have no firearm to work on duty because the man who's in charge of the precinct decides, say, you talk about what we are doing, so we not give you no gun. You have the FLA who decide, you as a policeman, you can't get a license firearm for private use.
While the Chinese can run some money with FLA and then get gun though.
Yes. They get everything. Just like how you go downtown up to today, Jeffrey. You have millions of illegal imports, illegal brands. And the police will walk past them, don't charge them, but go look for a little man who have a little stall and charge him. Quick and fast.
I tell them, hello. The PNP used to do it, and the JLP doing it. When they're ready, then go downtown Kingston and then take over the local poor people and start and mash up it. And nothing come out of it. I've been going on for years. But the one thing I want to tell you people this afternoon, Marcus Garvey said, we're not continue putting poor people back against the wall. So what happened?
That's why I keep telling you, Jeffrey, in terms of the hotel workers, December is coming up, Jeffrey. And I will tell them, if the government can get 300%, and that is coming out of taxpayers' pocket to pay them, do not take less than 300%.
What they need to do, what hotel workers need to do, is lock it down. Lock, stack, and barrel from Negril Point to Moran Point. Show the administration of this country that when you're making decisions, you make decisions to help the Jamaican people, not to enslave them. They must lock down the hotel industry from Negril Point to Moran Point. Lock it down, lock, stack, and barrel.
That's what they need to do, Jeffrey. And they also need to go further. They need to stop letting people acting like they're giving them something. They're not giving us anything. When you look at the beach access, Jeffrey, they have Jamaica there in Jamaica, Jeffrey.
Jamaica who?
Jamaica there.
In the school then?
So, no, in the beach.
Oh.
Some of the beaches, Jeffrey.
So what
You
is
go
this
to the
Jamaica?
beach.
What is this Jamaica?
Jamaica there is a day when them say, okay, the Jamaicans can go to their own beach.
Oh.
For the rest of the week is only tourists.
Oh. Me talk it already, you know. Me have not gonna connect. Me talk it already, you know. I want to see which man no stop me from walk the 7 Mile Beach in the grill. Thank you for calling.
Well, Jeffrey, yeah, have a good one.
Yeah, man. Thanks much. Good afternoon. Oh, the person hang up. The number to call is 9545298030. Me want to see which man and which woman no stop me for walk the 7 Mile Beach in the grill. Mocha go raid people house and listen to this. And I know Mocha can raid the office of the Prime Minister.
MOCA officers, supported by the Jamaica Constabulary Force, are carrying out what's being described as a major fraud investigation at a government entity. We can now confirm that that government entity is the Heart NSTA Trust, and the officers are at this hour seizing items, and arrests are expected in relation to the probe. The probe is being carried out at the Heart location in Montego Bay and also in Portmore. MOCA officers, as I said, being supported by the JCF as they're carrying out what they're describing as a major fraud investigation. And they're now at this hour carrying out search and seizure operations, and they expect that people will be arrested. So we can confirm that this major fraud investigation, the government entity is the Heart NSTA Trust. We've confirmed that with the Director of Communications at MOCA, Major Basil Jarrett. And
Major Basil Jarrett, may I ask you a question, Major Basil Jarrett? You not get haven't you received anything from any police investigation of the 1 point something trillion dollars that is missing from the office of the Prime Minister? Is there an investigation in that, Major Jarrett? The people of this country want to know, where is the 1 point something trillion that is missing from the office of the Prime Minister? Huh? When will we see MOCA raid the office of the Prime Minister and some top officials in this country homes? Major Jarrett of MOCA. When will we see MOCA raid the office of the Prime Minister? And some people of the Vumvav on the Vumvavi home. 1 point something trillion dollars is accountable for from the office of the Prime Minister. When will we see something like that happen? When will we see some other government entity in this country being raided? And people go to prison? When will we see the bangle slap on a politician hand in this country when the hand is caught in the cookie jar? When will MOCA raid the office of the Prime Minister of this country? 1 point something trillion dollars of taxpayers' money is accountable for in this country, and nobody knows about it. But it's business as usual. When will we see this? Is that Mr. Sir? The Auditor General of Jamaica said 1.3 trillion dollars is accountable for from the office of the Prime Minister. When will MOCA raid that office? When will MOCA raid the office of the Prime Minister? When? When will MOCA raid the office of the Prime Minister of this country? 1.3 trillion dollars is accountable for. Not me who said it. The Auditor General of Jamaica said it. When will 1.3 trillion dollars be accountable for? When will MOCA raid that office? When will MOCA raid some offices
of these so-called permanent secretaries in this country? When will the bangle slap on the hands of some of these criminals who are running this country? When will Mocha slap some bangles on them? When will we see some justice for poor people in this country? $1.7 trillion is unaccountable for from the office of the Prime Minister. When will Mocha raid that office? When will Mocha raid the offices of some so-called permanent secretaries in this country? Who for them hand not clean either? Who no believe some of the politicians alone hand not clean? Some civil servants in this country hands don't clean. Some civil servants in this country, their hands are not clean. When will Mocha raid the wharf? When will Mocha raid some offices at the wharf? Of the Port Authority of Jamaica? When will Mocha raid the Port Authority of Jamaica? When will Mocha raid the so-called Minister of National Insecurity Office? I tell you, God, Lord Jesus, have mercy, dear God. You see what happened the other day? In one day, 3 earthquakes shook this country. You think God please? When will Mocha, what Mocha is investigating is good and all dandy, you know. But the bigger fish, they got them getting away scotch free. The bigger fish are getting away scotch free. When will Mocha raid the office of the Prime Minister? When will Mocha raid Jamaica House? When will Mocha raid Jamaica House? We're over how much $1 trillion gone missing. And they're asking for a 3rd term. When will Mocha raid Jamaica House? I'm going to say it again. When will Mocha, headed by Major Jarrett, raid Jamaica House? Where over 1.7 trillion Jamaican dollars is unaccountable for. The Auditor General of this country said it. When will Mocha raid the Prime Minister's office? When will Mocha raid the office of the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Labor? When will Mocha raid the Ministry of Labor, where some hanky-panky going on in there from Wappy kill Philip and Philip dead long time? When will Mocha raid the offices of the Prime Minister? When will Mocha raid the offices of the Ministry of Labor? When will Mocha raid the Ministry of National Insecurity? When will Mocha raid the Office of the Education Ministry? When will the Jamaican people see some justice in this country? Tasha Taylor, you're so correct. Never. We will never see MOCA ready office of the Prime Minister. But we have to ask question. Because it seems as if these investigations in this country is for the lower class of Jamaicans. The people of the Vumva and the Vumvavine. They not get no raid. But I'm gonna ask the question. Wanna see how the American Department of Justice investigating GGSF? Haha, wanna see what's going on? The United States Department of Justice is investigating GGSmell. Do not be surprised if some people from Jamaica on an investigation too. When will the justice system in this country let the Jamaican people have freedom and say, yes, justice has been done? When will MOCA raid the office of the Prime Minister of this country? When will MOCA raid the office of the Prime Minister of this country? Where $1.7 trillion is accountable for? According to the Auditor General. When will MOCA raid? When will MOCA raid the Labor and Security Office in this country? When will MOCA raid the Part Program Office? Where money the thief left, right, and center from Part Program people. When will MOCA raid the Ministry of Labor and Social Security? I say to the PNP, you know, if the PNP should gain state power, I say to, hold on there for me. Good afternoon, welcome to the program. You're live.
Yeah. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, sir. You're live on air.
Yes, sir. Pleasure to be with you and your guests.
Mr.
And I'm on top of the world, my brother.
I've been asking this question. Maybe you can assist us. Would you ever see MOCA raiding the office of the Prime Minister, sir?
Would I what?
Would you ever see MOCA raiding the office of the Prime Minister?
If I ever see MOCA raid the office of the Prime Minister?
Would you ever see that?
I would love to see it, but is it happening now?
No. I'm just saying, when will we see that? Will you ever in our
I understand. When we have new management.
What's on your mind today, Mr. Rattigan?
I'm just calling to. I heard that you have an interesting guest on. Somebody was talking about the hotel industry, and I just wanted to touch base with you and tell you that people are telling me that you're doing a fine job over there.
Thank you.
And wanted to congratulate you on your guest. You know.
Thank you very much. The guest already left though.
The guest gone.
Yes.
Gone. The day I just move and groove, you know. Try to find. I'm supposed to meet somebody and I can't find a place.
Oh Lord. and I must congratulate you on your job that you're doing and Richard Rattigan and Richard Rattigan too.
Yeah, that was the man right. So this is the man right from my man from my bathroom. Couldn't turn. You what? Left all right. Yes, sir. Jamaica have no so you know, brother. Jamaica have no so man. We have to go so and compound and come round. I don't understand there now. Yes, Mr. Tavares. Sorry about that, sir.
We're live on air and people listening to you and laughing at you at the same time.
Oh, I'll tell him it's Mr. Rattigan's brother.
So, I know you have to run, Ratty. So, tell me something, Ratty. Based on what you hear going on with MOCA now, you think MOCA is doing a good job investigating these entities?
No, look, MOCA was created as a FBI style, but there's nothing stylish as far as the FBI is concerned with MOCA. It's MOCA. I don't think MOCA is doing itself justice. I don't think it's doing the Jamaican people justice. Because when was the last time you hear Mocha do complete a major investigation and lock up people? Right.
The lock up people is when the poor class of Jamaica, not the people of the Bumba on the Bumblebee.
All right, yes. There you go. See?
I know you have
Yeah,
to run, Shabbat. We'll talk.
Okay, Mr. Jeffrey Tavares, and a pleasant afternoon to you, your listeners, and whoever else you bring on as a guest, sir.
All right, thank you very much, sir. And I'll give you a call after the program.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Thank you. There you have it, our good friend Wilfred Ratigan from Reese Ratigan and from Reese Ratigan. You know, Mr. Ratigan said that they created MOCA to be the FBI of Jamaica, but MOCA is not the FBI of Jamaica. MOCA is only investigating the lower ends of society. But MOCA not investigating the high end of society at all. You're so correct, Laman, that MOCA could have investigated SSL. What happened? And that is why we're asking the question this afternoon as we come off here. When will we see MOCA raid Jamaica House? When will we see MOCA raid the office of the Prime Minister? That's what somebody said to me. It will never happen on an period eyes. It will never happen. The number to call is 954-529-8030. Anyone want to call into the program and talk to us about anything? Doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be the topic that I am on. 954-529-8030. 954-529-8030. It's also a WhatsApp number. The number is running across the screen there. You can call us and tell us what you think. Miss Williams, that you'll never see that. When will the Minister of National Security name be removed from WikiLeaks? But why? But the question must be asked to you. Why does a country give a Minister of National Security an individual whose name is on WikiLeaks? That's the question we must ask ourselves, you know. And why is that the Prime Minister refused to move this individual as Minister of National Security? Is there something that is being hidden from the Jamaican people? Huh? When? My fellow Jamaicans from all walks of life, good afternoon, welcome to the MOCA Talk program. You're live, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Jeffrey.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you doing?
I'm blessed. How are you doing?
I'm highly favored and drinking, but not drinking no rum, like me telling. How are you? Me go.
Jeffrey, you're awesome. I just want to congratulate you for your hard work that you're doing. That program with the young man about the hotel, when he talks about Birak, my heart sinks, because that's where my grandfather worked for years and sent my mother to school. And, you know, the hotel system, when he named Big Sanders, when he named Birak, was awesome. They take care of our people. My grandfather used to bring home chicken at night for me. I couldn't wait on him to bring home the chicken. So I'd say, "Where's my grandbaby?" And I used to say, "Chicken, chicken, chicken, chicken. Chicken is coming." That's how the hotel was. They didn't worry about people drinking water. In today's era, these people are on the ridiculous hardship of they cannot drink or eat anything. I'm not saying to drink or nobody's profit or anything like that, but treat human beings like human beings. Without us, those hotels cannot run. And our dead body, should they bring in nobody from Europe or anybody when they come into our country to build their resort? This butter here is Prime Minister, 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom Prime Minister. Want to know when ban? Or how much room in ban in her? Sell out with country. How dare we not have access to beach? In times when Isaac and Andre, so that we could protest that they broadcast, so that they say, we are watching. You can't be taking away our beach from us. But here's enrichment Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Can you step down now? We are ashamed of what's going on in Little Jamaica. You sell out the piece of rock to all these investors. No other Caribbean. They can do what you're doing today. You enrich yourself over 100 million in a 28 bank account, you and your wife, and you still no one step down. You don't have no integrity and moral ethics to run Jamaica. Bro, God, step down now. We tired of you like the little baby say. We tired of you look like Butter Years country on the world stage. We tired of you, bro, God, mighty God. If I'm not for the vloggers, if I'm not for Uno, you just will win lonesome, because we get started from win lonesome. Now Ratty gonna kill it. I saw somebody right on your program. What is going on with Rattigan filing? Rattigan is doing his work behind the scene. We don't have to be upfront with everything. And everything good for you to chat out and road. You know? Yeah.
The One Legal Jamaica Defense Foundation need help. We have to be digging in our own pockets to file lawsuit and do all sort of thing. It need help. It need donation. Without money, nothing can be done. Without money going to that kitty, nothing can be done.
That's true.
And nobody now rob nobody money. There is transparency. So in order for us to do something to assist our Jamaican people, we need donation. The one
way
defense fund need donation. Go ahead for me, caller.
One way I'm gonna say, Jeffrey, when you come on the show, if you put it out there, when you can't run a drive, because again, people have to hear the advertising, because we can't come on hear news constantly and give back. We want all these cleaning up and care people back out, and we now put towards the One Jamaica Legal Fund. Once you can come on, if you put you out, then you're gonna run a marathon, and this is what I want, because if you don't want me to help clean up the country, it takes money. You are so right. So all of the people that were comfortable, we learn a lot with this, with that. Yet to learn. But if you put on $1, on $10, on $20, on $100, so the country can't pay for the people them, the less fortunate. That and so now look out for poor people. If it gets a poor people didn't come from. In a deep Margolin, mother and father give back so much. Margolin and more Jamaica down. Nasty, bro, God. What Mr. Golden do for we? You know when you build up money and then we can't go look how much kids and other people that wanna go get help. You know, charge them $1 and then think them are more Jamaican than the man. We not about party, we about people. But Michael Manley party was a party of people. The right thing. You have some crony who come in there and do the wrong thing. But when you're rooted in good grounds and good soil, you never leave it. You never forsake the good roots. You come right back. But it's this broken want to enrich himself and all and parliamentarian, they want to know if you talk to people. The whole of them need to come out and go. Well, our kids are watching because again we're in a society today where everything is on their phone, on the laptop, and let's go switch. You see parliamentarian, they cuss out other parliamentarian. What in the way with them dirty growth, man? What in the way with them dirtiness? It never used to be like this. You aspire to want to go into politics to help your country, to better your country, not to go in there and rob and advance 5 more years. 5 more years, you tell Jamaican people all this gusting and this pickable. 5 more years to my grandpitney, them can't be all right. So you're not coming to serve, you're coming to scrape. That's pay money, boy, the vase. Who the team couldn't want Portland, and the team couldn't want Jamaica. And joke me, I tell you, God, go and beat your left, right, and center. You already come out and apologize and ask for forgiveness because you know what you were doing to Jamaica. How dare you have come in our country and listen, you want to be more like Gonzalez. You can't come pay with people on $2 an hour. And when people just start get paid in a US dollar.
And the
US dollar.
And the Jamaicans who lives in the Jamaican diaspora must boycott all-inclusive hotels in this country.
That's what's up.
You must tell people overseas not to come to no all-inclusive hotels because they're not paying the Jamaican people them nothing. Right, caller. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you, Jeffrey, for having me.
You're welcome. We no wake up in the country, and who no wake up? If we don't wake up in this country, when are we going to wake up? The number to call is 9545298030. You know, Mrs. Williams, you are so correct, you know. You are so correct in what you said. And I don't blame you for what you said. You're so correct. You are so correct. But you know, if we just this gentleman here to Mr. Lakeland, you're correct too. But we need to wake up in this country. MOCA is investigating and MOCA lock up who feel lock up. Because they have $17 million fraud uncovered at the Heart Trust, Heart, whatever you want to call it, but the Heart Trust. Here, $17 million fraud uncovered. While $1.7 trillion is accountable for in the office of the Prime Minister. And you hear nothing more about it. You don't hear the Auditor General come out anymore about it. We are in some serious times in this country. Very serious times. Very, very serious times in this country. And if all of us don't wake up, sorry, may God help us. I don't know what's going on in there because I hear about the DPP office moving to Delaware Truck building. $626 million spent. Mama. You see what's going on in this country? The amount of money that has been wasted in this country. 9545298030 is also a WhatsApp number. Give us a call. You know what I realize is when I come off here, people start calling the program. When I come off here, they're calling me. I'm on air now, so they can't call me. 9545298030. That's it. It's also a WhatsApp number. You can call straight, you can call via WhatsApp. 944. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Make a Talk program. You're live lead. Go ahead.
Afternoon, Jeffrey. Are you hearing me clearly?
Loud and clear from Negril Point tomorrow and point out the DPP hearing you.
Anyway, well, glad to hear that. Well, I don't want to just bring it back just a little bit here about in regards to like beach access. So I've gone down to Jamaica, Chilani, on the first week of November. I was there, and it's not anything I heard or anything of the sort, Mr. Tavares. But when I was at this beach called Burwood Beach, a very nice beach on the outskirts of Falmouth, and I saw some Indian businessmen over there. They were surveying the place, pointing out, and I'm like, what is going on here? And so I didn't hear what they were saying, but I heard one part where the person was saying something about like charging what they charge to come in. And they're pointing all over the beach and everything. And I was thinking to myself, with all the beaches that are being controlled by foreigners and whatnot, I would not be surprised if the next time I come to Jamaica and I decide to go to that beach, maybe might be a cottage built up there or whatnot. Because this is very, very frightening. And the beach itself is not that big in the Mr. Tavares because there's a hotel right beside it. So I could imagine that maybe, I don't know, 200-300 people could comfortably fit over there and so forth. But it's a pristine looking beach and everything. And I was just so worried about West Indies, Indian looking businessmen and so forth. It was two of them. There was a high color looking black man and another person who looked white. And they were just pointing, and I just heard someone ask a question about, because I was close to not hear the full conversation, but just something about price the church to come in. And I'm saying that what is going on? I mean, why is it that Jamaica is always just selling out everything?
Then
and yet we're supposed
hold on there. Aren't we for sale?
Yes, country for sale. Yes, we are. Yes, we are, Mr. Tavares. Yes, we are. We're definitely. Oh, I was my cousin. The time when I was trying, anytime when I tried to call her to that time you asked me if my cousin was calling about yeah, every time she's like, they're a bit more strict. So it'd have to be a time wherein if you guys are still continuing with that, when she's on her break.
Yeah, man.
So forth. So like calling and so forth because
to do, you see, is to organize with me when she can come on. When she can call and accommodate her for that day. What time she can come on and accommodate her for that day and bring her on.
Tell them, Mr. Tavares, I'll try and reach out to her either today or over the weekend.
Yes.
Give her your number and so forth, and then she could probably like to reach out to you because I can foresee this, especially with all the protests taking place or whatever not. Yes. I can see this going on for at least another couple of weeks. So hopefully she can call in. Because like I said, Mr. Tavares, she worked as a housekeeping supervisor for 20 years and made no dent in going forward in life. And 2 years working overseas, she was able to add on her own room and all of that stuff, working $22 an hour. And I was just like, wow. And then she told me straight up, she's like, even when her contract is up and everything, she's going to find a way to either extend it or go work somewhere else. Because, it's really, really sad how things are going on in the country and so forth. I know I see this now of what Delroy Chuck went to move the office of the DPP into it. Mr. Tavares, Jamaica is not a real place because the wanton levels of corruption that take place on a day-to-day basis there, it's unimaginable. How is it that we're still a functioning democracy?
All right, sir.
It can't be like that. But anyway, big up yourself and hopefully we can accommodate them across one of these days in regards to that.
Thank you for calling in.
All right, take care. No.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back in 2 minutes.
I'm Senator Janice Allen and I am the Shadow Minister of Tourism, Opposition Spokesperson. So I'm here this morning having received a call not too long ago that the staff are out striking. And this follows on the heels of recent action by other staff members elsewhere. Just last week in the Senate, we had the senator on the government side who is in charge of the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union, speaking of the importance of tourism workers and their conditions of employment and the importance of ensuring that workers are fairly treated and treated in a way that make them feel like they're part of and partners in the tourism industry. What we see here and some of the concerns raised are important concerns that must be heard. And I look forward to having the discussion with management as to the urgency with which they're going to address these concerns. Some of them include the calculation of their, not incentive, but calculation of their commission in terms of some of the services that they provide, whether it's in the spa or elsewhere. And just generally, contract work seems to be a constant issue. In terms of, there are people who are saying that there are people here for 13 years, 16 years on regular contract, year in, year out, and this will make it impossible for them to do business outside because of not having security of tenure. So these are crucial matters that I'm very interested and it's very important that we have them addressed and have them.
Hello? Yeah, welcome in my work, All right. So, good day, my there. I was all over the staff. Yeah, I'm going to Jamaica. I don't know what make. I take different. Why don't I take quick to get this man out before? We have to have a election. There's no other way.
There's other ways, but the Jamaican people are doing it.
Look here now. Nepa, what do you like? Nepa. Sell you. All right. Nepa. Park at the car park and then the first to come out here. Park at the car park and the first to come out here. Nepa, sell you.
Yes.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Then I said, Nepa, I just said in Nepa, in Nepa, something, you say, see. Yeah, what out of this? Yeah, and sell we out, right? So the Jamaican people don't have nobody to represent them, to take up for them. It can't work like that. I ain't talking about the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Talk about the hotel.
When I talk about the hotel, I used to work at an hotel. Not as working with the hotel, work as a security officer at the hotel. And when I just start working, I don't travel my water. So I go buy one bottle of water, big size one. And them come tell me say me can't carry the water down there because I the same water the company use. Me have to put in water. When you work there, you can't get they have the food. You see like when they make the buffet and the buffet done. Then you sit there the food, then take it throw in a garbage. I saw the hungry people. Those are the things I said we could work in our hotel. Nobody can't pay me and tell me no hotel go work. None. Putting in Jamaica, I not do. I not work on a pain field, I not work in no hotel. Before I go sell back juice. Oh.
All right, Miss B.
And streeting. You can't do it. Oh. Therefore, this thing, I tell one man in the community, what do you mean? Tell that man that's in kill mosquito. They murder man. Not at all. And I don't know how me used to live. They murder one other one, but him kind of mix up. Feel history no good, but that no say. But me I tell you, murder. Me don't know what you me don't know what you do, Jeffrey. And Jeffrey, come on, me call you privately, yeah. Remember me call you privately, and if you not call you, call me. There's something to do private, yeah.
No problem. All right. I tell you something, Jamaican. Miss P says she don't know what to do. What we can do is pray. We serve an awesome God, you know. We, the people of this country, serve an awesome God. You see? And what we need to do is pray. That's what we need to do. I can call about this person here. I can call about this person here.
Tavares, how you doing? Good afternoon, sir.
George, how you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thank you. So, two things quickly, you know? We want to encourage the guy and we endorse everything that the young guy say. In the right footings, and we appreciate that.
Who endorse?
The guest that you have on earlier on. Yeah, in too intelligent, in too outspoken for the hotel industry. Then I'm going to accept him. So I'm have to get a fight. And that's how the system set up. Nobody is a threat to them, they will get to them and try to dismiss them. And that's what exactly happened to him. If you listen to him, you realize that he's a threat to them. So they're going to find a way to get rid of him. But the hotel industry, I think they need to find a way to communicate with the staff without leadership know what is happening. And support them one another.
Hold on to me, my friend. Hold on to me. I have to do this here. I do apologize about this, ladies and gentlemen, people, but there is some news coming into that we have to do this.
This is Make We Talk Breaking News.
News coming into us. The chairman of the National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, has resigned. The chairman of NEPA has resigned with immediate effect. Jesus. When will we want to break in to the Prime Minister resign? Go ahead, Carla.
It mean that you realize he sell out the cake, you know, that's why I resign, you know. That's why I resign, he sell out the place. Yeah. So if the hotel member could come together and support them one another, because what they would do when they go back to work, the normal work, then we get rid of them one after the other. So they need to form a group that if they dismiss any of the protests, the protests start back again. You understand what I'm saying? Because the way to weak men, they should get rid of them one. So they need to know whoever part of the group and keep supporting each other. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Make sense?
Yeah, man.
And the other thing now I want to talk, I want to look a little bit at the man we call Warmington. The fact that a little story was out that him discharged from a young man some time ago. Is that, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. I was just gonna ask a question. Yeah, yeah.
Well, ask the question then. Go ahead and ask.
I was just gonna ask you, outdated. If him can't still charge for that at this time, are too long? Yeah, too long.
Well, that is politics. I'm a Democrat. They are Republicans.
No, that's all about principle.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, and I, as a matter of fact, was that incident reported to the Child Protection Agency? We don't know if it was reported.
All right, yeah, now you understand what I'm saying. Once you have that question, you understand where I'm going.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, so let's see if anything can come out here because I don't think it's too late. But
if the individual reported to the Child Protection Agency, then something can come out of it. If they don't report it, then not come out of it.
well, that's true. That's true. But Jeffrey, even if it's kind of alone, but I believe that I would embrace 100 white men that is straight over one Jamaican that is lean. Spanish, not English. All right. So, number one, we just talk about our people name the call a while ago.
All right, hold on now.
Yeah.
You know go different now.
Yeah.
That conversation, because I'm not coming to talk about that.
Okay. All right.
Talk about MOCA and the hotel workers and other issues that is faced in Jamaica. Whatever
all right, no problem.
Want to do is
Yeah.
Business. No business with him.
All right. So, remember yesterday, we wrote many rumors. So, anyway, let's not alone. We'll pass that. But MOCA, I'm wondering if I can get some independent people to deal with MOCA who have no ties with nobody. So, they're going to do the job. Anybody that needs to be investigated, they're going to investigate.
They're doing their job. They're like up money for $17 million fraud.
So we still not feel comfortable with anything because next thing, you know about it. They must say education man don't get locked up, you know. I was satisfied with the result. You understand? So we still feel at ease when we see them case because we now get the result, the desired result where we want. We want to see people going a short pants with plastic in our rope. And then thing there. We're not asking none of that. So just when you lock up somebody, and when them get locked up, they put their foot in the cell. All they are is just a little restriction. And then can make make a call, then they come right away, and all this come out, all this call. Let's see them lock up and they lock up, you know.
All right, my friend, thanks for calling in.
You're welcome, man. No thanks. All right.
The number to call is 954-529-8030. Let me make listeners know. Listen to me. This program is not for certain conversation. This program is not for certain conversation. And I'm asking callers, when you call the program, please, me no want to hear who Warmington look to, from who Andrew they with, from who Andrew not they with. That's none of my business. The country issue is my business. Nothing about the personal house business. I'm not business with that. 954-529-8030. That's the numbers of calling to the program. 945-529-8030. That's the numbers of calling to the program. And we're getting some other news in from the Heart NSTA Trust. Some news coming in from the Heart NSTA Trust.
This is Make We Talk breaking news.
The Heart NSTA Trust says it was the one that
TOG, the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency MOCA investigation into the $17 million fraud scheme uncovered of the entity. So obviously they are the one who call in MOCA to investigate the $17 million fraud scheme at the Heart NSTA Trust. That's the news coming into us. And let me figure out something here. There's some other news that I want. Yes, the major news I want to give to you. Well, the main news is this. The Jamaican dollar has opened trading. The Jamaican dollar will open. Hold on there for me. The Jamaican dollar will open selling for an average of $158.01 against the benchmark US dollar. The Jamaican dollar will sell for $112.66 against the Canadian dollar, and the Jamaican dollar will open trading this morning. I'm not ready. Selling for $201.64 against the benchmark British pound sterling. So the Jamaican dollar is selling for average of $158.01 against the US dollar. The Jamaican dollar is devaluing left, right, and center. The Jamaican dollar is devaluing left, right, and center. I see we're in I see we're in the, is it the Development Bank? NEPA's chairman has resigned. No resign yet. There's a bunch of, you know what? Jeffrey, behave yourself. Yes, the Inter-American Development Bank says Caribbean countries will receive, Caribbean countries, I want to take this note, the Inter-American Development Bank, IDB, says Caribbean countries will receive US $18.4 billion. Here? So I hope when them get to Jamaica, we all know about it. To help with countries with climate change in Latin America and the Caribbean. Caribbean countries will receive 18.4 billion US, according to the Inter-American Development Bank, IDB. All right, so that's the little news that is coming into us right now. No more calls for the day. Nobody's calling in, so we're gonna come off here now. 9455-29803. We can take two more calls. If they're calling in, two more calls. 9455-298-8030. That's the number to call into the program. If not, then we're gonna end the program for the rest of the day. But remember that come Monday, it will be the Make We Talk program, current affair program. We're hoping to get a very special guest, a Jamaican by birth, a Jamaican who has led this country well, who has served this country well, a Jamaican who was in charge, was the president of a women's movement in this country, and she has served her country well. We're working diligently to get her to come on. I won't call any name as yet. But also join Reason with Rattigan on Saturday from Mr. Rattigan program that he always comes on with on Saturday. You can join him this Saturday as he come on. But join me on Monday at 7 p.m. for the Make We Talk Current Affair program hosted by yours truly, Jeffrey Tavares, Wilfred Rattigan, and Head Boy. And also we're trying to get Miss Marie to come on with us. So but join us this Monday for an exciting episode of the Make We Talk Current Affair program, a new program that I have on YouTube now
come on over and join us for a great discussion this Monday. We're going to speak about what is going on in our country, Jamaica, and also the wider Caribbean. God bless you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. We need some subscription on this platform, you know. We need some subscription on this platform. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all very much for coming on. And on behalf of all of us here on the Make We Talk program, on behalf of my good friend Jamikes, who came on to speak about his problem that he has faced with the hotel industry. Thank you much for coming on to speak his mind. And I want to say this once more to the Jamaican people living in the Jamaican diaspora. Boycott. We must boycott all these all-inclusive hotels in our country. They are not treating us good. They are not treating us good, so we must boycott them. Boycott the all-inclusive hotels. And for hotel workers, lock it down from Negril Point to Moran Point if you can. Until you hear my voice again, I'm Jeffrey Tavares saying thank you all very much. Thanks to all the callers, thanks to all the subscribers, all the students that came on. Thank you very much. All those who continue to subscribe to the channel, thank you. All those who continue to support the channel financially, thank you so much for coming on. God bless you, and may God bless our island home, Jamaica land we love. Have a great afternoon, everyone.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk, people.
Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength, make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength, make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represent yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affect the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength.
We were supposed to go off here, but somebody just calling. Caller, go ahead. You're live on here. Hold on for me. Hold on. Hold on for me, sir. Hold on. What the hell is going on here? Hold on for me. Go ahead now. Hello? Okay, hold on. I'm going to do it this way. All right, sir. Go ahead for me.
Yeah, Mr. Tavares.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just trying to let everyone out there who's been listening that you guys can't do it alone by yourself. We need all the hotel workers to come on board so everything can be a better place for all the Jamaican hoteliers, you know?
Yes.
It can't be 2 striking, 3 striking, as you said before. Lock it down from Moran Point to Negril Point. That's the only way it's going to get better.
Yes, sir.
That's the only way. So all hotel workers out there who's expecting you all to fight for them, they got to fight for themselves.
True.
They can't expect you guys alone to do it. They got to come out and fight for themselves.
Yes. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep your number and call you when I go back live again. All right, to talk about this. Okay.
No problem. No problem, man. We need to have a forum. Yeah.
Yes. Appreciate it. Thanks much.
All right.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Okay,
Reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represent yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affect the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represent yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affect the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law.